Don Garlett's Museum, and a few minutes from Florida Horse Park, our award-winning newly refreshed Sleep Inn and Suites offers comfy, clean rooms, free fast Wi-Fi, and service with a smile. Start your day with a deluxe hot breakfast and unwind in our heated outdoor pool. Our convenient 24-hour fitness and business centers allow you to stay on track whether you're here to play or to work. That's Sleep Inn and Suites, Ocala Bellevue, proud sponsor of Marion County High School football.
Do you drink bottled water because you don't like the taste of your water or you suspect your tap water is unsafe?
Not anymore. I went to SafewayWater.com. They're offering a deal you simply can't refuse. Test drive a brand new drinking water or whole house water treatment system for 30 days. And if you like it, rental rates start at only $19 per month.
$19 per month?
That's right. This is a limited offer, so call Safeway Water at 855-999-SAFE. Safeway Water.
SafewayWater.com.
The Appleton Museum of Art has a full schedule this fall of studio art classes for all ages and abilities. Kids can enjoy after-school classes and special programming on school half-days and the first Saturday of every month. Adults can take everything from calligraphy to painting to wheel throwing. For schedules and class descriptions, visit appletonmuseum.org or call 352-291-4455. Bring your creativity to the Appleton Museum of Art, located at 4333 East Silver Springs Boulevard.
Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens, has created the perfect bottle for whatever happens. The Bud Light Cool Twist aluminum bottle. It's made of 100% chill holding aluminum, so you know it's cold. It's tall and sleek, so it's refreshing. And here comes a twist. It's reclosable, so you know it's always up for whatever. The Bud Light Cool Twist aluminum bottle.
Just bring it.
Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
Visit the WOCA website at www.woca.com. He's America's consumer warrior, teaching you to save more, spend less, and avoid getting ripped off. He's Clark Howard.
Welcome to the Clark Howard Show, where it's all about you. I want you to learn advice and information from me that you're able to put to work in your wallet each and every day so you can spend less than what you make. We have a variety of ways for you to get information. In addition to the show, we have the information you get at facebook.com/Clark Howard, clarkhoward.com, full of information on a variety of topics for your wallet. We also have the ability at clarkhoward.com for you to learn from each other. We have specialty topic message boards on travel, investing, insurance, homes, cars, and one for me. It's called Clark Stinks. So where you let me know when you feel the advice or guidance I'm giving is off the mark. So if you feel like I could do a better job, let me know. Once a week, our executive producer goes through what you've posted on Clark Stinks and shares some of those with you right here on the air.
I should have never encouraged you to speak.
You must think I'm pretty stupid.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe you're right, pal.
Your favorite time of the week?
I love Clark Stinks.
You really do.
I do, because, you know, I've been doing this. I'm in my 29th year on the air. And so people are always telling you, oh, it's great you do this. I love what you do, all that. But what you really need to hear is how you can do a better job. And I always want to get better at what I do. I'm a real believer in the Japanese principle known as Kaizen, which is continuous improvement. So help me improve today, Krista.
All right, I think Lee is going to help you improve with this one. Couple of student loans Clark stinks this week. Lee says, income-based repayment might not be the best thing since sliced bread, Clark. If a person had $100,000 in student loans at 6% interest and the required payment only serviced the interest, the person would pay $6,000 for 20 years or $120,000. Then the $100,000 would be forgiven and the tax bill would be $25,000 to $30,000 for debt forgiveness. The government usually finds a way to get their money. IBR is great for a short period of low income, but in the long run, it is better to work hard and pay it off as fast as possible.
Very well thought out post. The thing is that the big problem with student loans, both federal and private, has been people going into default or delinquent status, and it ends up being like a financial weight on your shoulders that just gets more and more intense. So income-based repayment, the beauty of it is that it flexes with your income. If you make enough income to be able to extinguish your student loans, then by all means, you want to pay them off in 10 years or less, not stretch it out, and out. So this depends on your personal circumstance, whether income-based repayment or the newer program, revised pay as you earn, is your ticket or not.
All right, and this one, you recently talked about the PAYE, Pay As You Earn, student loan payment program on your show as if it were something that would help student loan borrowers out, but it's really something that will keep them in debt longer and give away more of their hard-earned money away in interest. Clark, you need to call out Congress on this one and take them to task for focusing our attention on the symptom, massive student loan debt, instead of the root cause of the problem, the federally subsidized student loan program. It needed to go away yesterday. Any program that eases interest rates or the amount of monthly payments should be contingent upon making borrowers wholly responsible for their student loans and getting taxpayer money out of the picture. Please add a short quip to this effect on every discussion of student repayment programs. We don't need to revamp the student loan repayment programs. We need to trash the federal student loan lending program altogether and make them commercial, non-subsidized loans. By removing the federal quote-unquote insurance on the loans, lenders will now have to ask themselves, am I confident that this 18-year-old with no income, no credit score, no job history will repay the student loan in a timely fashion? It fixes everything. It does leave little Jimmy, who wanted to take out a $100K loan for a PhD in Greek philosophy and lots of beer bong money, in a bad situation. Boo-hoo, get a job and work 40 hours a week while going to school full-time and managing a family at the same time like I did.
So I say your post doesn't go far enough, and the real issue is that the easy availability of both private and federal student loans is what's led to the massive run-up in the cost of attending college, because there's no normal market forces at work. We'd be much better off, and it would actually be showing bigger heart if we went to a system where, for people who were of lower income, that we help subsidize some of their college education and everything else be true market forces. College would absolutely get cheaper.
Mr. Howard in all caps.
Oh, man.
I'm an avid listener and love most of your advice. However, I've heard you recommend several times that travelers to Southern California take their families to SeaWorld. As a conservationist, which I know you are, I would assume you realize it's poor advice to recommend this park be patronized. Even if the intentions of the park are not necessarily dubious, it's quite certain that the primary goal is profit and not any sort of conservation. This comes at the expense of animal health, comfort, and nature. There are many good tourist opportunities in SoCal that do not support industries that harm our ocean's wildlife. Thanks for what you do, but please think twice before recommending SeaWorld.
This is the second poster who has been upset with me. The other was about SeaWorld in Orlando. And I must tell you, I am not up to date on what the issues are involving SeaWorld. Are you, Krista? What's that
No,
about?
I know there's a documentary called Blackfish that a lot of people have watched. I have not seen that. That makes people kind of turn on them, from what I've heard.
Because I've always looked at it from a more benign standpoint, and that is that it teaches children to appreciate sea life that they would not normally be exposed to. But that obviously must be naive compared to how the two posters who've commented on this feel.
Clark, your wallet may smile at perfume and cologne deals you raved about, but do you know that the reason sales of these products has trended downward is that increasing numbers of people notice their allergy symptoms are much worse when exposed to these items, so they find value in avoiding them. More and more employers do not allow their employees to wear them because customers do not want to be exposed. As a physician, I have to tell my allergy sufferers to avoid the products and people who use them. It stays on clothing for months. Wayne.
Thank you very much for that, Wayne. On the issue of allergy to perfume, I know that that is an issue for somebody here at the studio, not in our crew, but there's someone here who has an allergy to perfumes, and that's something that I guess I should have mentioned when I talked about the deals.
Clark Stinks, RE Healthcare changed to ICD-10. I am an accounts receivable manager for a huge healthcare company in Ohio. We've been preparing for years for ICD-10. We have extensive training, as are many places across the country. Also, to ask for your bill to simply be recoded is not the solution. Claims will not be denied non-covered. They will be denied for coding errors, and that will not be patient responsibility. The EOB...
Good Friday evening. Welcome to the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week, brought to you by the McDonald Allstate Agency. I'm Tom Schmitz, coming to you live from the campus of Lake Weir High School, where the Lake Weir Hurricanes, 5-1 on the season, 0-1 in the district, are welcoming in the Forest Wildcats, 5-2. What is it, 1-1 in the district, I think, Richard?
Yeah.
Hildebrand joins me.
Yeah, Forest 1-1 in the district.
1-1 in the district. This is a district game.
Oh, yeah.
To see who gets to, if Forest wins, then they got a showdown with Vanguard.
Inside track.
And if they beat Vanguard, then we got a whole bunch of problems.
Yeah.
Gainesville,
coin flip.
Gainesville, Vanguard, Forest, they'll all be knotted up. So this game sets up for a Forest win. Forest moves on to play Vanguard in a serious showdown for the district, for district playoff implications. If Lake Weir wins, Forest has, their shot at going to anywhere in the playoffs is over.
Yeah, they need to win
this. This is an elimination game.
Yes, it is.
Tom James on his way in. I see Tom James. He's down there. He is.
There's that Freddie here.
Tom James. We're going to
see him.
We're going to actually kind of Monday Night Football like the old days. Howard Cosell, Dandy Meredith, and Frank Gifford. We're going to have three of us on.
I hope we do just as good a job as they did.
I doubt we'll do that, but Tom James will do a pretty good job. I mean, he's had to put up with us. It is. This game is brought to you by the McDonald Allstate Agency. Let's give you a scouting report. Lake Weir escaped a nail-biter against 0-6 Gainesville last week. This according to the Ocala Star, Ocala.com. So I think that may have been a little opportunity where Lake Weir overlooked East Side, because East Side had a 0 in the win column. Of course. They were looking towards this football game.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't think you can put much stock into that 12-8 victory last week by East Side, Richard. Connor Fiegels, the senior leader for the Forest Wildcats, a senior that's not here tonight, though, the stalwart of the defense, Devontae Jest, he's not going to be in the building tonight, as he got in some trouble at school this week and did not even make the trip.
Yeah, that's a big blow for Forest.
Disciplinary issue, not following team rules. So Forest, without their big-time nose guard tonight, against a Lake Weir team that is 5-1 and can move the football.
Oh, yes, they can.
So we got the color guards out on the field. It looks like we were about close to time. Tom James, he is in the booth with us now. Been at an event out at Golden Hills, but now he joins us. TJ, welcome back to the booth.
Big county. It's a big county, Schmidt.
It's fifth largest county in the state there, TJ.
Bigger than some European countries, that is for sure.
Speaking of big, we need to make room for this big man that just walked in.
Can we hit the lights?
No lights.
Can't
see it. When you do these dark windows, you can't see out of them.
I got you. Well, we got a good one here. Both these teams still in the thick of it in Class 6A.
Elimination game.
Well, there's no question about it because they're both sitting one game behind Vanguard in the loss column. And Gainesville last night, Vanguard dominated Gainesville last night in the district, beat Gainesville. It was a little closer than the final score indicated. As Vanguard got 2 garbage touchdowns at the end of the game. But Vanguard sitting in the catbird seat. If, like I said, if Forest wins this football game tonight, that makes the showdown on Halloween weekend that much bigger.
Well, Vanguard won, as you mentioned, last night over Gainesville 43-17. The Knights now 5-2 overall, but more importantly, like you said, 2-0 in district play. They sit in the catbird seat. They control their own destiny. And if we'd have done that game last night, Schmitty, our HDG Hotels player of the game, there would have been no question about it. It would have been Perry. 4 touchdown passes. He ran for a 5th. He is something else, the quarterback for the night.
Hey, we're going to take a quick time out for the colors to be presented and get the national anthem out of the way. And we'll come back and set you up for the start of this district game between the 5-1 Lake Weir Hurricanes and the 5-2 Forest Wildcats. We'll be right back after this timeout. You're listening to the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're live and local
on the Source.
When you were a kid, you had all sorts of toys. Toy cars, boats, trucks, entire toy boxes full of fun. Of course, you never really outgrow your toys, do you? It's just that now, instead of a box full, you have a garage full. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, ATVs, and more. As you get older, your love of toys just gets stronger. So protect those toys the best way possible by switching to Allstate. An Allstate agent can help do the switching, paperwork, bundle all your policies together, and even find you a bunch of discounts. So if you love your toys, make sure you protect your toys by making one call to an Allstate agent.
Protect all your toys with Allstate and the McDonald Agency. Established in 1985, we have offices in Ocala and the Villages to better serve you. Give us a call at 622-2333. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
Are you in good hands?
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is the place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
There's a car accident in this country every 5 seconds. That's why Allstate thinks it's time for an entirely different kind of car insurance, with features like accident forgiveness and a safe driving bonus. It's called Your Choice Auto, and it's only from Allstate. Are you in good hands?
You deserve better. Sign up for Your Choice Auto from Allstate. Call the McDonald Agency today at 622-2333.
Features are optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Insurance, Northbrook, Illinois.
Stay with us and sleep better at the Sleep Inn and Suites of Ocala Bellevue, located next door to Don Garlett's Museum and a few minutes from Florida Horse Park. Our award-winning, newly refreshed Sleep Inn and Suites offers comfy, clean rooms, free fast Wi-Fi, and service with a smile. Start your day with a deluxe hot breakfast and unwind in our heated outdoor pool. Our convenient 24-hour fitness and business centers allow you to stay on track whether you're here to play or to work. That's Sleep Inn and Suites Ocala Bellevue, proud sponsor of Marion County High School football. Nestled in the heart of horse country, just off I-75 exit 354, the award-winning and newly refreshed Howard Johnson Inn of Ocala invites you to pamper yourself in one of our comfy guest rooms. Enjoy our free and fast Wi-Fi, heated outdoor swimming pool, 24-hour fitness center, and our deluxe continental breakfast. Other on-site amenities include a restaurant, putt-putt golf, and a car wash. Go happy, go Hojo at the Howard Johnson Inn of Ocala, proud sponsor of Friday Night High School football on WOCA, The Source. The next drink is on Dave Del Rio at Eaton's Beach Sandbar & Grill. Just ask him for it. But don't wait. Show up soon because this offer isn't going to last very long. Eaton's Beach Sandbar & Grill will be filling up fast because their friends from the north are headed back that way soon. The good news is that seating is now available and Dave's buying the first drink. If you've been hearing about the crowd at Eaton's Beach Sandbar & Grill and couldn't get in, now you can see firsthand what your friends have been talking about. Great food. Try Chef Dave's tantalizing Floresiana menu. Great location. Check out those gorgeous sunsets over Lake Weir. Great people. starting with Chef Dave Del Rio, who began his career in 1978. This spicy guy has been instrumental in opening over 100 restaurants. And he's buying you a drink. Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill, where there's little or no waiting these days. Come see what started out as Jay Eaton's dream almost 90 years ago. It's more awesome than ever.
Who doesn't love heading out on the boat with a family, hitting the ATV trails with friends, or blazing new stretches of highway with riding buddies? Your toys are your ticket to outdoor fun. At the McDonald Allstate Agency, we get to know you and help make sure you have all the right coverages. Plus, when you bundle your coverage for your car and your home with your boat, motorcycle, RV, or more, you can save up to 30%. So call the McDonald Allstate Agency today at 622-2333 or stop by one of our 2 Ocala locations at Calla Hills or the Jasmine Square Plaza.
Subject to terms, condition, and availability. Savings vary.
Need a car? Need financing? Need somebody to cut through the red tape and send you rolling down the highway? Prestige Auto Sales is the place to go. Got great credit and just prefer a quality pre-owned car at a fair price from somebody you can trust? Prestige Auto Sales is the place to go. Want to avoid high pressure to feel appreciated and be able to choose from a wide selection of AutoCheck and Carfax certified vehicles? Prestige Auto Sales is the place to go. Prestige Auto Sales in Ocala. Prestige. It's all there in our name.
Chicken. Welcome back to the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week. I'm Tom Schmitz coming to you live from the campus of Lake Weir High School, where the Lake Weir Hurricanes welcome in the Forest Wildcats. In the booth with me, Richard Hildebrandt on color. Tom James, as usual, is here with the play-by-play. Tom, last week, Lake Weir came off a tough win, 12-8. But they had the Crease, their quarterback, Christian Crease, who ran for 80 yards last week and threw for 155.
Well, he was Lake Weir's offense last week, and that's a point of concern, I think, for the Hurricanes. Crease, the quarterback, had 80 yards rushing last week. All other rushers on the Lake Weir team combined for a total of 30 yards. Plus, he's completed over 50% of his passes last week and threw for 155 yards and a touchdown pass. So he's got to get some help. It can't be all Christian Crease, not against a team like Forest. They were lucky to escape with a 12-8 win against a winless Gainesville team last week. This is no winless Forest team. They're 5-2.
Yeah, East Side 0-6. This is not the East Side they're playing tonight.
No.
And last week, Connor Fiegels threw for 3 touchdowns. C.J. Motley had a good game. J.J. Varney, his receiver, caught 2 touchdown passes as they demolished Hernando.
Yeah, Forest rolling along. They won that game 38-7, and he's got a lot of options in the backfield. You mentioned C.J. Motley, also Jonathan Williams, Michael Sancho. Both those guys, and all 3 of them, in fact, can run it inside. They can run it outside. Barney caught the 2 touchdown passes, and 2 of Fiegel's 3 touchdown passes on the night. Talent, size. They've got experience both sides of the ball through the Wildcats, so this is a team that is reaching its peak, seems like, at the right time of the season.
About to do the flip out there, Richard. You keep an eye on the flip. Tell us what it's looking like out there. The captain's at the center of the field?
Yes, they are, Tom, and it looks like they're going to do the coin toss here soon. Let's see who gets it.
Now, what a game we had between these two. Last year, Schmitty, we did maybe the best game we did all year.
37-34.
And one thing I want to add, you guys, is that Lake Weir has not beaten Forest since 2009.
Been a while.
2009, that's 6 years. Let's see if Lake Weir can finally get over that hump.
I wonder when the last time both of them had 5 victories and had playoff implications on the line when this game took place.
Yeah, interesting. These two teams are combining for 10 wins. And just 3 losses coming into this game tonight. So good seasons unfolding for both Forest and Lake Weir. But as you mentioned, it's been a different decade since the Canes last beat the Cats.
Richard, how did the toss come out?
Well, the Cats have won the toss, and they have deferred.
No, they
deferred. Oh, they received. So, you know, with Forest receiving, let's see if I think they're going to try a lot with here, mixing the ball around, trying to spread it out. And let's see if Lake Weir, like Tom said, if they can get some more offense from some other players.
Tom, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention a Forest legend passed away today.
Yeah.
Tyrone Young, who was part of that Forest team in the late 70s, passed away today.
Yeah, very sad news for kids that grew up in this area and that ended up going to Forest High School. He was the first guy who was a little older than us that we remember who was kind of the local star. first local star I ever remember was Tyrone Young, part of the double state title teams in the 70s. Forest Wildcats, and of course, went on to play both quarterback and wide receiver for the Florida Gators. And when he played wide receiver, his wide receiver mate, a guy named Chris Collinsworth. So,
pretty good name.
Not bad.
And then he went and played, 2 years with the New Orleans Saints, I believe, in the NFL.
Yep, before he got injured, and has lived out on the West Coast for many, many years, and it was sad to hear. He's dealt with some health issues for a long, long time, but has never forgotten where he came from, and still has most of his family here in Ocala. So.
Well, we're about real close to kickoff here. Let's take a brief timeout, a 1-minute timeout. Come back with the kickoff of the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week, right here on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're live and local.
That's cool.
When you were a kid, you had all sorts of toys. Toy cars, boats, trucks, entire toy boxes full of fun. Of course, you never really outgrow your toys, do you? It's just that now, instead of a box full, you have a garage full. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, ATVs, and more. As you get older, your love of toys just gets stronger. So protect those toys the best way possible by switching to Allstate. An Allstate agent can help do the switching, paperwork, bundle all your policies together, and even find you a bunch of discounts. So if you love your toys, make sure you protect your toys by making one call to an Allstate agent.
Protect all your toys with Allstate and the McDonald Agency. Established in 1985, we have offices in Ocala and the Villages to better serve you. Give us a call at 622-2333. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
Are you in good...
Fox News Radio, I'm Karen McHugh. Sunday's the day Iran's supposed to begin...
The Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week brought to you by the McDonald Allstate Agency. Don't forget, we will be awarding the HDG Hotel third game. But here with the kickoff to get this game started, Tom James.
All right, thank you, Schmitty. And Lake Weir in the home uniforms tonight. The purple jerseys with the white bottoms, the yellow helmets. Gold helmets, if you will. And Forest in the road white jerseys with the gray bottoms, green and gold trim. And here's the kickoff. It is fielded inside the 10-yard line. It looks like number 5, Chad Dukes, on the return up towards the 30-yard line. He may have gotten across the 30.
It looks like they're going to mark him down at the 28. He got up and flipped head over heels.
So Dukes with the return, and the Forest Wildcats going from left to right on your radio here in the first quarter, left to right for the Cats, and they will start on offense first.
Funny thing about left to right, I got a text last week. Tom, which way is that if we're listening on the computer?
All the things you got to remember.
You look at your cue and go right.
4 wide receivers for the Cats. Their first play from scrimmage takes the handoff and some confusion in the backfield. It goes to C.J. Motley, the running back, and he is stacked up right at the line of scrimmage, you guys. May have lost a yard, so that one was a busted play for the Wildcats.
Well, the 2 running backs and the quarterback all met at the same time. Hard to hand the ball off to one running back when there's 2 running into you.
Yeah, it's tough enough when you got the guys from the other teams knocking you down.
Yeah, it's hard enough when it's your own team.
Well, that's right. Field back to throw, looking near side, completes the pass. Number 82 is the wide receiver, Alan Miller. And he gets up near the 40-yard line, and that ought to be enough for the first down. The chains are moving, and so the Cats are moving as well. Ball at the 39-yard line.
He got hit about the 37 extra effort, got the extra yard and a half for the first down.
Little yak yards right there, got him the first down. Siegel, as we'll see all night long, he loves to operate out of the shotgun. Usually has either 3 or 4 guys split to either side. He throws far side and overthrows his intended receiver, but fortunately another man is there to make the catch and across midfield. It looks like that might have been Dukes.
Number 11.
Harley Hudson.
Yeah.
Harley Hudson.
That's another busted play that actually worked out in Forrest's favor tonight.
I'm not real sure Hudson was the intended receiver.
Well, right over the head of the intended receiver. There's no question he was looking to throw to Chad Dukes. The ball sailed on Fiegel, the quarterback, and in the right place at the right time was Harley Hudson.
Well, it's a minute 3 into the game, and we've already had our first sideline warning against Forest.
Imagine that. First down at 10 at the Lake Weir 41. So a couple of first downs, and the Cats are on the move. Up the middle, and it's C.J. Motley once again, a gain of about 3.
Yeah, Tom, I think you're going to see a heavy dose of C.J. Motley and J.J. Varney tonight with Connor Fiegel, at the helm.
We're going to hear this game on tackles a lot tonight. Jack Mayer, one of the linebackers for the Canes, was the one who stopped Motley. Looking to throw it a little bit overthrown. Fiegel this time, throwing near side and just out of the reach of Alan Miller. So that'll bring up 3rd down and long for the Cats.
If Lake Weir can get Forest off the field here, it'll have started exactly how Lake Weir would like this game to go.
So 3rd down and 8 for FHS. And Fiegel takes a snap, rolls to his left, going to tuck it under, keeps it himself. He is close to the first down. Naked eye tells me he came up just short, Schmitty.
About a full yard, maybe a yard and a half short.
Yeah, that was a great open field tackle by the Lake Weir defense for sure.
Yep. You know they're going to go for it here, though. You're in that no man's land where a punt really doesn't do you any good.
Punt doesn't do any good, and it's too far for the kicker. And so the Wildcats pull it, and a little over 1. And Fiegel going to keep it himself, and he makes it across the 30-yard line, picks up the first down. And so the drive stays alive as the Forest Wildcats.
Edwin Farmer, Vanguard coach here, walking up into the stands, doing a little scouting.
Well, he's got both of these teams on his schedule still to come this year.
Yeah, me and Tom were talking about that.
And Fiegel looking to throw, and is sacked in the backfield, dropped, but a flag comes out.
I think you're going to get holding here, Tom.
It was William Kelton.
Edwin.
That's just what it is. The penalty against the Wildcats is going to back Forest up. Fiegel started to uncork the throw, tucked it back under, took the sack, but the penalty flag had already come out at that point.
Yeah, talk about, double negative. You get sacked and then you get a penalty against on the exact same play.
Still first down. First and about 27 for the Wildcats. From the Lake Weir 48-yard line, Fiegel looking over the middle. Ball is deflected in the air and falls incomplete. So it'll be 2nd down and long. And for a first down, Forrest is going to get all the way down to the 21.
Yeah, that's a 3rd pass by Fiegel, and it seems like still he's unsettled. He's not into the game. He's not any rhythm going yet. Let's see if he can set his feet and actually make a great throw here.
Yeah.
Especially with 2nd and 27, you got to move the ball down the field.
Well, and in this part of the field, you got to understand, for Forrest, the good news is that you want to get this in chunks.
Yeah.
You want to try to get all of it, all 28 yards, in one pop.
Yeah, you got 2 plays to get 27.
2 and maybe 3 plays.
Just got confirmation Edwin Farmer will be with us at halftime.
All right. Look forward to talking to Coach Farmer. Fiegel rolling to his right, scrambling, and Varney, the pass to Varney. J.J. Varney.
But it may be at a cost.
He's up.
And the flag is down in the backfield, and I wonder...
looks like it may have been on the quarterback.
Or did Fiegel cross the line of scrimmage?
No, I think you're going to get roughing the passer here. I think it's going to be a personal foul.
What patience and elusiveness that time by Connor Fiegel to wait until his main target, J.J. Varney, got open, found him, delivered the ball, and then Varney ran for the first down, and we'll see what the penalty is. And it is roughing the passer against Lake Weir, so they'll tack that on right on the end of that. So it's a huge play.
At the distance, bring up first and goal.
First and goal. First trip into the red zone for the Cats on their first possession. Ball on the 9-yard line. And the handoff. And it goes to Dukes. Up the middle, maybe picks up 2.
Yeah, that last pass play by Fiegel, that shows a lot to your team, that you'll stand in there, take the hit, and still deliver a great pass.
Can't say enough about how we've watched Connor Fiegel develop over the last couple of years.
We've watched him grow up right before our eyes.
Incredible.
As well as Nicosi Perry at Vanguard, right, who we'll have 2 weeks from now to get this far Wildcat.
All right, Fiegel. Going to tuck it under. Now he's going to deliver the pass, and it's just a little bit low in the end zone. A little happy feet that time by Connor Fiegel, and the ball is incomplete.
So far all night, happy feet by Connor Fiegel. He just can't set his feet. He can't. It just seems like he's uncomfortable right now, Tom.
So it'll be third down and goal for the Wildcats. Ball sitting just outside the 5-yard line. Looks like it's right on the 6. Interesting vantage point that we have from up here in the booth. This part of the field is a little difficult to see, but Fiegel's going to throw it. Now he rolls to his right. He's got room to run. Instead, throws it back in the end zone. Touchdown. J.J. Varney had to go up for that one and hauled it in, and the Cats are on the board.
Connor Fiegel threw that ball where only his receiver could go up and get it. It was either going to be a touchdown or out of the back of the end zone. That's a senior play by the senior quarterback.
It is, and a 6'2" wide receiver in Varney. With the leaping ability that he has, Fiegel threw it in just the right place. And the extra point is up and good from Colton Frazier. And it's 7-0. Wildcats with 8:08 remaining here in the first quarter.
I was watching Colton Frazier warm up before the game for about 35 to 37 yards out, so a 45 to 47-yard field goal, right to the uprights, 6 to 8 yards deep over the goalpost.
So we're in a situation like we talked about the no man's land a few minutes ago, where the ball was on the 31-yard line. Had some rule it out.
He does have some legs.
Yep.
I'm just keeping up with stats, because that's normally what I do, Tom. That's 8 touchdowns by J.J. Barney on the season. That's 8. 8 touchdowns. That's it. J.J. Barney is obviously his #1 guy.
You got to know that's his favorite target for a reason. And Barney's got speed, he's got elusiveness, and he's certainly got the height, as was evidenced in that play. So it'll be a different guy to kick off for the Wildcats. Julius Duarte handles that duty. And he boots it away, end over end. Ball's going to land at about the 9-yard line and roll out of bounds. And the flag comes out.
That was very wise there. Very wise play by Riley, who let it go out of bounds. Nice home crowd here for Lake Weir. You'd expect this of a team that's 5-1 in a very important district football game.
And the traffic snaking out into Merricamp Road, and that's always a good sign for
Forest traveled well. The visiting side almost full.
All right, Chris almost on the ground, quarterback, and he is under pressure immediately and brought down in the backfield by number 2, Jalen Gadsden, as the Wildcats celebrate.
They're missing their senior leader on defense, Devontae Chest, who violated some team rules, didn't travel with the team, didn't seem to set them back too much there.
Not at all. They didn't waste any time in filling in the gaps where Chest is out of action tonight.
2nd and 20.
A big loss on the play. Christian Crease never had a chance to blink before the Cats linebackers were all over him. This time he has to elude pressure and keeps it himself. Gets back across the 30-yard line. May have picked up 6 to 7 yards. Got a little bit of it back anyway.
Ackerman on the tackle there. Keep apprised of that name, Ackerman. He's a pretty good linebacker there for Forest High School. The Ackerman kid hasn't had to change colors since he was 8 years old, as he played for the Pee Wee Packers, the Junior Packers, the Senior Packers, and now Forest. Green and gold the whole time.
He didn't happen to have you as a coach, did he?
He did not.
Lucky guy. All right, Crease out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the right. And he throws over there to one of them, and it's high over the head of number 5, Jordan Riley.
You know, and as we saw from Connor Fiegel, first pass from Crease, overthrown.
Takes a while to kind of get your range and get comfortable back there, especially when you were blitzed on the first play.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Canes are going to have to kick it away.
Rockwell Farnell in the kick, 41.
And Farnell, a little bit of a high snap, but gets a good punt away. Bounces at the 41 of the Wildcats and is downed right there. So that's where Forest will take over, first down and 10. With 7:08 left to play here in the opening quarter.
As you said, Tom, in the pregame, Crease was the offense last week, and he looked like he was the only offense we were able to muster in the very first series, a 3 and out, but he's the only one that got positive yardage.
Yeah, we talked to the head coach of Lake Weir. He said they have to block. They have to block tonight for Lake Weir to have a chance.
So it's Fiegel, and this time they keep it on the ground and hand off to Dukes, and Dukes running hard near side, but a flag comes out as Dukes goes down at about the 48-yard line, and that's going to be holding against the offense.
I don't know if the man that just did that has a career in football, but the WWE will come calling after that maneuver.
So he's got a future somewhere.
He's got a future somewhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of space to the right of the line of scrimmage for him to run, and now we know why. So the Wildcats need to get to the 49 of Lake Weir for the first down, and they're stepping off this penalty back to the 35 of Forest. So it'll be still first down and 16 yards to go.
Yeah, Lake Weir's got to capitalize on these penalties that Forest had. They did not do it the first drive. Let's see if they can do it on the second drive here.
Of course, a couple of penalties really helped out the Cats in that first drive to keep the drive alive and marching down the field. First carry from Jonathan Williams, and the senior running back picks up good yardage.
That's the first down.
Right to the 50-yard line.
He got the penalty back and all but 1 yard.
Yeah, looks like he's going to be just 1 yard short because they're spotting the football right smack on the 50-yard line. So good.
Left tackle did a good kick-out block and opened up a hole a truck could have rode through.
Jonathan Williams making good on his first carry. And here's his second carry and a first down and much more for Williams. Down inside the 40-yard line, brought down at the 37, so they'll move the chains. And that holding penalty turns out didn't affect
their flag off the field again. There's another flag on the field. Let's back it Forest up.
Well,
probably going to be another hold.
I just said that holding penalty didn't end up affecting Forest at all, but this one,
and now
probably will.
Now we got unsportsmanlike.
So we're going back another 15. Wow. Undisciplined, Tom.
Somebody just said a word that you probably, one of those 7 words George Carlin said you can't say on television.
Oh, yeah. Can we say them on the radio?
Now I don't believe it.
I don't think we're allowed.
And believe me, after 4 years of radio, I'm amazed I haven't yet.
It's quite incredible, actually. Towards the officials, never once. Amazing.
Not on the radio. Towards an official?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when we come to break, there are books written about the things I've said to officials. In the exemptions book of Florida High School rule book, it just says see photo and shows a picture of me.
The ball's on the 26-yard line. And Forrest has got to get all the way to the Lake Weir 49 for the first down. So it's second down and
North Marion? Right North Marion.
Yeah, North Marion.
Let's take a timeout for a water break. It is the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week brought to you by the McDonald Allstate Agency. You're listening to it on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week here on the campus of Lake Weir High School as Lake Weir welcomes in the Forest Wildcats in a district game. Back on the play-by-play with 6:06 to go in the first quarter, Tom James.
Interesting situation for the Wildcats, very similar to the one that they had on their first drive. They had a second down and a country mile, if you will. Now they've got second and, about 26. Can they get it in chunks, which they did last time? Fiegel going deep. He's got Barney out in front of the defense, and I'll see you later, big boys. Got 4 yards for the touchdown. Holding call. And it won't count.
And that is huge. Huge for Lake Weir.
That's a tripping call there.
You don't see that often.
You know, 3 consecutive plays and 3 consecutive huge penalties.
And the game was a 75-yard touchdown pass.
And Barney was wide open. I mean, he blew past.
Hit him in the stride, too.
Yeah, the defensive backs had been burned by Lake Weir. I mean, he could have crawled into the end zone from where he was. But that is going
to be a tripping call, I think.
That's a 15-yard penalty against Forrest, and that is going to back the Cats up.
Let me tell you something. As a defensive player, you'd rather get a chop block than a trip.
Yeah. The football is on the 13-yard line. They're on 13. They still got to get to the 49 on Lake Road first down.
It's second down in the Popka for sure.
And they're just going to keep it on the ground. And there's Jonathan Williams up around the 20-yard line.
Okay, let's. Oh, wait, there's no flag. We got a playoff without a flag.
So far, so good.
Forrest actually did nothing there to get penalized for it.
Clock ticking at 5.5 minutes left to play. Here in the first quarter, the Cats are on top of the Canes.
How about this, Tom? 2 holding penalties, an unsportsmanlike for saying something to a referee you shouldn't say, and a tripping call, and a touchdown taken off the board.
That's a lot of moving backwards. So it's third down now. Ball at the 19-yard line. Williams picked up 6 on that run. Fiegel rolling left, throwing against his body. Pass incomplete. It was intended over there for Harley Hudson, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Lake Weir set up to get very good field position now because Forrest put themselves in such a deep hole.
Yeah, Forrest on that drive had 4 penalties that almost cost them about 40 yards alone.
None bigger than the tripping penalty that took a 75-yard touchdown off the board.
Off the board. Despite all that, that play reiterated for us what kind of arm Spiegel has and what kind of speed Barney, the wide receiver, has. Incredible.
Marte punting now.
Marte inside his 10 is going to uncork it at about the 12. A wobbly punt. And he goes out of bounds.
That wasn't a very good punt. That's not a very... a 44. A 24-yard punt.
So for the first time here in the first quarter, this is going to give Lake Weir a little bit of a short field. Get them out of the shadow of their own end zone.
They still are going to have more offense than their QB.
So first down at 10 for the Hurricanes. At the Forest 44-yard line, and the whistle blows.
They're changing out the footballs.
Just as both teams were coming to the line. 4:50 to play here, first quarter.
Never understood that, changing out the football.
That's one of those new things since I played, I tell you that.
I never understood that. Play with one ball.
Just because it's since you played doesn't mean it's new.
Forrest drawn offside. That's a shot. That's a shot right there.
Hey, I saw the opening and I took it.
Did you hear the shot I took on the radio earlier today from Terry Bradshaw when he said he knew when he saw me that I thought a balanced meal was a hamburger in each hand? What is that? What is that?
He knows from which he speaks.
I got Bradshaw taking shots at me. I got you taking shots at me.
So it's 1st and 5 now for Lake Weir. Forest penalties continue to help Lake Weir. 1st and 5 from the Cats, 4-yard line. They're not going to hit a scrimmage, and that may be against the Cats as well.
The linebacker on the edge here was wanting to come off the edge and wanted to get started so quick that he jumped. The best offense for the Hurricanes so far this game, so far as defense.
Yeah. And Forrest's been totally undisciplined. That's already 6 penalties in the game. We're not even out of the first quarter yet.
We're not even 8 minutes into the game yet, and they have how many penalties?
6.
Wow.
Just slightly less than a penalty a minute.
We did a game like that with North Marion earlier this year.
Yeah. Seemed like we got out of the booth. It wasn't until the wee small hours. 1st and 10 at the Forest 35. Rolling to the right. It is Crease, and he is brought down, and there's a flag. Who kept it? Another flag is out.
At the rate we're going with these flags and all, the sun will peek over the horizon before we get done.
We're going to go have breakfast after this, right?
Jacques Patterson is coming up limping. He's the wide receiver. Good one for the Hurricanes, and he is favoring the right leg and limps off the field, headed to the bench.
Got a hold on Lake Weir on that play.
So both these offenses spend a lot of time going backwards.
Going to be first down at 24.
And if you notice on that play, Forrest is stacking the box. Kind of understanding what we said, Creases are open. So they got to find somewhere else to go with the ball.
Yeah.
Here he comes off the edge again. See the linebackers edging up. They're coming.
3 wide receiver. 4.
Oh, now we got a false start on Lake Weir.
Interesting to note here in the first quarter on both sides. For both offenses, we've seen a lot of 3rd and longs, 2nd and longs, and even a lot of 1st and longs.
Yeah, 1st and longs
because of all these penalties.
We got 1st and 29 now.
I'm just going to make a big circle for the first quarter and say undisciplined.
So it'll be first down
at Eaton's Beach.
27. Crease back to throw. Over the middle. He's got a man in and out of the hands of Jordan Riley. Should have had that.
Yeah, I think Riley heard footsteps.
Yeah,
he heard the footsteps.
He had a couple of defenders around him, but he's got to haul that in.
Looked like he alligator armed that one a little bit.
Down around the 31-yard line, that would have more than likely gotten him very close to a first down. Nonetheless, it's 2nd down and 27. We'll call it 2nd and 28 for Lake Weir at their own 47-yard line. They've got to get down to the 25 of Forest to move the chains. Two wide receivers split to the near side. Two more to the far side. Both teams running similar offenses. Crease takes the snap, rolls, all kinds of pressure again, and they drag him down. Forrest sending 5 guys that time, and Crease never had a chance to check off on his wide receivers. And the sack that time by Matt Sweat, the junior defensive lineman of the Cats.
35, 3rd and 35. 3rd and 35.
3rd and 35.
I'm not real sure you got that in the playbook.
No.
Maybe they'll huddle up and draw something in the dirt, because that's the only way you got to play for this. 3rd down and about Palatka here.
So 5 wide receivers, 4 of them in trips to the near side, just the one to the far side. And Antoine Downs, and it's Crease, dropped in the backfield. Again, the Cats bringing 5. Brendan Atkins.
Now we got a flag. The umpires called a flag on they're going to have a flag here on Forrest for unsportsmanlike.
It was Ackerman and Smith, among others.
Unsportsmanlike on Lake Weir. So Lake Weir player says something.
I think we're about to have a record here, Schmitty. This is going to be 4th down and 50. Right?
No.
Hang on.
It's 35. Yeah.
55, 58.
Yeah. 4th down, 58.
Let me get this straight. 4th and 58. He can't kick the ball. Give me one of your analogies on this one, because we'll never be here again.
He can't punt the ball for a first down.
So this would be 4th and...
This is somewhere around, Largo, Key Largo, not Largo, Key Largo, Isla Mirada, somewhere there.
I almost feel like we need to take a picture of this. We need a picture of this. 4th and 58.
I don't think many pro punters could go 58 yards with a punt.
I don't know if we've ever seen this before.
And now we got another penalty.
Come on.
It might be longer.
It's going to be 4th and 63.
Good arithmetic there. You see that?
That's pretty good for a kid from South Georgia.
That is pretty good.
Wow. Actually, they haven't got anybody else in the booth that might be from South Georgia. Just like that.
By the way, right now to get a first down, Lake Weir has to go through 3 time zones.
Where are they spotting this football, you guys?
It looks like we're on the 10.
10-yard motion penalty. 40. That is 65 yards. 4th and 65. The punter back in his end zone, and a pretty good kick. He gets away, bounces at the 40, and kind of dies right there.
They came really close to hitting a Forest football player who had no idea where the football was.
So at 8:01 p.m. on October the 16th, 2015, we just saw 4th and 63.
63.
63.
Yeah, 4th and 63.
4th and 63.
That started on Forrest's side of the field.
They started that drive on the Forest 44.
They had to get to the Forest 25 for a first down, and were punting out of their own end zone.
Out of their own 10. Mark it down. Write it down. History, baby. History.
That was 4th and 65.
But Forest has done the exact same thing, except for the one scoring play. They went backwards.
So the Wildcats start 1st and 10 from the Lake Weir 40, and there goes Jonathan Williams. He seems to be the guy with all the moves tonight, and that's another first down for Forrest. As he takes it down to about the 26-yard line, gain of 14. Jonathan Williams.
I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't like the way the Lake Weir players are coming over with their heads hanging down already, and we're less than 10 minutes into this football game. That's not what we want to see in the first quarter. They don't look like a very inspired football team.
Yeah.
Let's take a 30-second timeout. This is the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
Welcome back to the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week. Here on the play-by-play, Tom James.
All right, Schmitty, 2:21 left to play here in the first quarter. The Forest Wildcats 7, and the Weir Hurricanes nothing. And the Cats with a first down at the Hurricanes 26. And there goes Williams again.
I believe that's C.J. Motley.
Motley this time on the carry. Down inside the 10 to the 9, and that's another first down for the Cats.
You just don't like the body language of the Hurricanes. They're very lackadaisical, walking back on defense, hands on their hips. It's almost like they don't realize they're playing football.
Clock ticking down towards 2 minutes now. And the running game for Forrest between Motley and Williams, and they're both in the backfield right now next to Fiegel, and they run an end around, and it fakes everybody out as Harley Hudson takes the ball down inside the 5, close to the goal.
Mark him down at the 1-yard line.
Yep. Just tripped up there, stumbled a little bit before being brought down. They're going to credit Kelton Wildman with the tackle. So it'll be second and goal for Forrest at the 1-yard line. And it's Williams up the middle.
They're going to mark him down short.
Have not seen the signal, and it's going to be third down. You're right, Schmitty. Did not get in. We're under a minute left to play here in the first quarter. The clock's ticking.
If Lake Weir gets a stop here, maybe this can inspire him.
Fiegel under center this time. They're going to keep it himself, and he is in there. It appears.
No signal.
Still no signal yet. I thought he got in there, Schmitty.
There's still no signal. Now a touchdown.
Well, that took a while. A little delayed reaction from the Beavers, but it is a touchdown on the 1-yard keeper from Connor Fiegel.
That took a really, really long time to make that call.
It seemed like there was no question from, 60 yards away in the booth. But right there on the goal line, not quite sure. So 32 seconds left to play in the opening quarter, and the Wildcats are an extra point away from being up 14-0, and that kick is up and good. Lots of penalties here in the first quarter.
Right now, if you're keeping score, folks, the referees are winning.
Yeah. There's no question.
Very sloppy football game so far.
We have had 14 points scored. We've had almost 14 flags thrown.
11. There's been 11 flags.
11.
Richard Hildebrandt says 11 flags. How many on Forrest, Richard? 8 on Forrest. 3 on Lake Weir. Lake Weir, though, have been killers that have backed them way up.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's an understatement when you go from the 44 to the 10. Those are big.
Wow.
Your opponent's 44.
Your opponent's 44.
Julius Duarte with the lime green cleats,
and he kicked from the 40.
Yeah, and got every bit of it.
We must have missed a penalty because he kicked from the 40.
Out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, Lake Weir's going to have to get something established here. It's, it's all Christian free so far, and that's what we kind of said. They need to get more offense somewhere else other than Christian free.
They have established their ability to go backwards.
Yes, they have.
Keep you updated on the other games going on in Marion County tonight. 6 other games, and of course the one last night was one of the big ones. Vanguard over Gainesville, 43-17. Christian Kreese, the quarterback. Can he get some help from the other guys on offense? Pretty good throw, but it is dropped on the far side. That time intended for Riley.
Yeah, that was actually a perfect pass by Kreese, and Riley just didn't whip his head around too fast enough to get to the ball.
Well, Kreese has delivered a couple of good throws to a couple of his wide receivers who have not been able to haul them in. With 27 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Receivers in trips on both sides as Kreese looks right, looks left, and is brought down in the backfield, sacked for a 3rd time, and the second sack tonight by Matt Sweat. Four sacks on the night so far for the Forest defense, and Matt Sweat has got half of them.
And I watched that play develop. 2 Lake Weir offensive linemen are on their butt.
So they are getting beaten right there at the snap, right at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the first quarter with Forest leading Lake Weir 14-0. We'll switch in.
Let's take a timeout. You're listening to the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week, brought to you by the McDonald Offset Agency. You're listening to it on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA,
The Source.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
Content or...
Welcome back to the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week, brought to you by the McDonald Offset Agency. Also, our HDG Hotel Florida game will be rewarded at the end of this football game. We're at Lake Weir for the Lake Weir Forest game. Here to get you into the second quarter, Tom James.
Thanks, Schmitty. It's 3rd down and 10 for the Hurricanes. Kreese dumps it off, and Thompson is up across the 30, and he should have enough for the first down. It's spotted at the 31-yard line, and that does indeed move the chain. So a positive on offense finally for the Hurricanes.
They have to get something going, or they're going to get put out of this football game early.
Opening minute of the second quarter. This 3 down lineman for the Wildcats. It looks like those linebackers are ready to blitz, and the flag comes out before the snap.
I don't know what just happened there.
And it's motion, the illegal procedure against the Hurricanes.
So let me tell you what just happened there. The offensive tackle stood up, looked at his quarterback. The referee stood there, watched him for a few seconds, slowly walked in, and decided, oh, I guess I'll throw my flag now, and call illegal procedure.
I think he was trying to pick out the offender. Quick score, second quarter, Trinity Catholic looking for their second win of the season on top of Father Lopez, 34-6. Kreese back to throw, looks near side, throws over the head of a wide open wide receiver. That was Keenan Harris, and it was nearly intercepted.
That's the second high ball we've seen from Kreese tonight.
Yeah, Harris was wide open right around the 40-yard line. Boy, they had plenty of room to run after the catch. And so that one is on the quarterback.
That was almost an Oski call.
Yeah. Gainesville East Side, second quarter, leading Bellevue 7-3. Both of those teams, something's got to give. They're looking for their first wins of the season.
Right, somebody's going to get a win tonight.
That's right. And Westport, just 1-5, leading Eastridge in the second quarter, 7-0. Kreese now under pressure. Uncorks one deep downfield, the far sideline, but incomplete.
If Lake Weir continues to only have one play, throw the football, Forest is going to pin their ears back and just come after him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've already got 4 sacks on the night. We might see 10 by the end of the night.
They're going to have to do something to slow down that rush, a draw play, some kind of misdirection. If they stand back there and throw it all night, he's going to be under hot water the entire evening.
Still in the opening minute here in the second quarter. It's 14-0. And the Wildcats on top of the Hurricanes. A couple of 5-win teams right here. Pass complete, far side, Antoine Downs. He's got room to run it. He picks it up and the first down. Up to the 42-yard line. Nice throw that time by Crease, and a good job by Downs picking up some extra yards after the catch.
You got to establish at least to make it look like you're going to try to run the football.
So the clock ticking, 10:40 here in the second quarter. First down for the Hurricanes, and the pass complete this time. It looks like it's Downs again across midfield. They'll spot the football at the 47, and that should be enough to move the chains again.
Yeah, that was the exact same play on the first down, so I guess keep going to the well, I guess.
It looks like a little button hook there on the far side.
Button hook and go to the well.
He's working Downs. It worked the first time. Why not try to get it? It doesn't.
Just like Schmitty said, you got to keep them honest. You got to run the ball.
You got to run the ball.
For those of you listening to football in 2015, that was a comeback route. For those of you in the 80s, it was a button hook.
Okay, we don't call it a button hook anymore.
I like button hook, though. We can go with button hook.
And all kinds of pressure, and Crease is buried in the backfield all the way back at his own 40-yard line. My goodness.
I told you that if they don't make it at least if they don't make at least an attempt to run the football, Skip Austin will tell his kids to bring 5 and 6, and they're going to get to the quarterback.
And it's Matt Sweats again. That is his 3rd sack of the evening. Who needs Devontae Jess when you're getting this kind of pressure on the quarterback?
Well, you don't have to worry about tackling a running back. You can pin your ears back and come on.
Yep. So second down and 20. Crease going to throw it again, and it is dropped on the far sideline. Good coverage over there. Tight coverage.
And that's a shame for Lake Weir, because that was actually the best I have seen that offensive line all night. Nobody got to Crease.
That time looking for DeGoy and Patterson. Couldn't haul it in. 9.5 minutes to play in the half.
If you break the field down into thirds, you got the near side third, the middle, and the far side third. Lake Weir is throwing to the far side third exclusively and not running the football. You can really pigeonhole them into what they're doing.
Well, they had a man open near side early in the drive, Harris, and pass was overthrown. And here goes Crease keeping it, tucking it under, getting up close to the 50-yard line and up to 49.
49. Comes your punter in.
And we've got 4th down and 16.
13. And that was another pass play that the pressure got there. Crease just tucked it and ran.
Yep, so Lake Weir's going to have to kick it away. Rockwell Farrell, one of the linebackers, is also the punter. And gets this one away. It is 0-36. Bounces down inside the 20, and it hits Downs. And he will down it.
Yeah, but they're going to say down to the 6-17.
17-yard line, because that's where the first contact with the football was made.
Still a very good punt for Lake Weir, and puts Forest in a deep position.
The Wildcats leading 14-0 with 8:36 left here in the second quarter. Cats will start from their own 17-yard line, first down and 10, and Connor Fiegel coming back out. He's got his wide receiver, Chad Dukes. Split to the near side, Barney to the far side, but they're going to keep it on the ground. It looks like it is Dukes that time. On the carry.
Brought down by 54 for Lake Weir.
Riley King. Second tackle by King on the night.
It looks like on the Lake Weir sideline, the quarterback's actually getting some, some treatment down there because he's been under duress all night.
That crease has been worked over.
They're working him over now on the bench.
Fiegel takes the handoff, rolls to his left. He is under pressure, delivers the pass. It is caught over there by number 22, Motley. He is upended up around the 20-yard line. Maybe a gain of 2. He'll spot it at the 19, but it'll be third and long for the Cats.
Great pressure by the Lake Weir front four there. They made Fiegels earn that completion. And that's what you got to do. You got to get some stops here, but you have to not be one-dimensional. You're one-dimensional when you're down 14 or 21 late in the game. This early in the football game, you've got to try to establish more than just throwing to one side of the football field.
See if the Lake Weir defense can get a stop.
Fiegel going to throw. Down the near sidelines, and is just overthrown, intended that time for Alan Miller.
That brings out Duarte to punter.
The sophomore wide receiver Miller has a lot of playing time. He's got the ball thrown in his direction. Caught one ball tonight.
So if you're Lake Weir here, you get the field back. You get your ball, on the side of the force the field properly, and now it's time to not be one-dimensional and run the ball a little bit.
That's right, and the first time tonight we've seen a 3-and-out for the Wildcat offense. A little bit of a confidence booster, perhaps, for Lake Weir. And their head coach, Tim Hicks, as the punt is away. Not a good one off the right side of his foot. And goes out of bounds, and this will be great field position. Good break that time for the Hurricanes. And that's where they will start with a short field at the Forest 35.
Home insurance, car insurance, motorcycle insurance. Whatever your insurance needs, the McDonald Allstate Agency has you covered. Call the McDonald Allstate Agency for all your insurance needs at 352-622-2333. That's 352-622-2333. Are you in good hands? Now back to Tom James.
First and 10 at the Forest 35-yard line is where Lake Weir will start with 6:58 left to play in the half.
Best starting position of the game. Last time they had position like this, they went backward 65 yards.
That's right, but they can thank the defense for at least setting the table. Crease, nobody to throw to. He keeps it himself and picks up the first down inside the 25, down to the 22.
You know what was the best thing about that play? That offensive line blocked that well without a flag.
But it has been all Christian Crease thus far. We talked about last week. He picked up 80 yards rushing, did the quarterback. The rest of Lake Weir, as a team, only picked up 30 more.
Well, they had 265 yards in total offense last week, and he was 235 of it. Offsides is going to be the call on Forrest. He's barking out a good snap count.
That'll move the chains ahead. And move the down marker ahead 5 yards. That'll make it a 1st and 5. Another penalty against the Wildcats.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing 1st and 5. We're used to seeing 1st and 25.
Well, it seems like we got a little bit of a respite. The Wildcats were behaving for a time, and now a whistle.
Now the referees, they called timeout on the field for water break and the play well.
So that play never happened.
That play never happened. Let's take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA. The Source.
Wow, Jinx. Did you guys know that?
Now welcome back to the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week. Luke wanted just to hear some random girl voice on the radio. That was what it was. Welcome back to the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week. Here on the play-by-play, Tom James.
14-0 Forest. Over Lake Weir with 6:05 left to play in the first half, but it's Lake Weir with its deepest penetration here in the first half. They've got the ball. First down and 5 at the Wildcats' 17-yard line. 4 wide receivers for Christian Crease. 1 man in the backfield. And Crease going to hand it off. And that was a successful run down close to first down yardage. That time, Ray Nichols on the carry, his first carry of the football game. And it'll bring up the second down and 1 for the Canes. Ball at the Forest 14. And they hand it to Nichols again, and he's got a first down. Well, where's that running game been so far in the first half?
Yeah, I don't know where the running game's been, but it's working right now. So if you're like Weir, just mix it up, keep running the ball, get in the end zone here.
Got to do something to keep the Cats defense guessing just a little bit.
Yeah, you got to do something different.
Not a guessing game at all for us so far.
I just want to know why they haven't been doing this since the opening kickoff.
So it's first and goal for Lake Weir at the Forest 8-yard line. And Clay's little mix-up back there. He had to keep it himself, and he was brought down in the backfield. A tackle made by Jalen Gadsden.
I've never seen a running back after the ball snap just stand there and look at his quarterback. He didn't move. He just stood and looked at his quarterback.
That's why he said, you go ahead, you take it.
The ball snap, young man. You have to move.
So it's second down. Loss of just 1 that time, so it's at the 9-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Christian Crease going to throw it. Tucks it under, keeps it himself, looking for the corner. Out of bounds, inside the 5. Knocked out at about the 2. So it'll be third down and goal. It looks like at the 2-yard line.
And Crease has already got 42 yards on the night. So he's already halfway to his 80-yard mark like last week.
And just about all that has been on scrambles. So can the Canes punch it in and finally get on the board against the Wildcats? Same set, tight end to the left side. Crease going to keep it himself. He is stacked up.
He does a stutter step right there off the tackle. He was running sideways towards the goal line. He didn't have his shoulder pad squared towards the goal line. He had his side towards the goal line.
Yeah, and another thing is you knew Forrest knew that was coming, the way he's been running the ball. Hand the ball off to the running back. Try to punch it in the end zone.
We got a timeout on the field with Lake Weir calling timeout. Let's take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week. With 3:56 to go, it's 14-0 Forest. We'll be back after this short timeout on The Source.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA. The Source.
You can think of
Welcome back to the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week. We got 3:56 to go in the first half. Forest up 14-0 over Lake Weir. Back to bring you home to halftime. Here's Tom James.
And, of course, just a reminder, at the end of the football game, we will award the HDG Hotels Player of the game.
Right now, I'd have to say it's the refereeing crew.
Yeah.
They're doing the best job of the three groups out on the field.
No question about it. They've had the most work.
They've been the most effective.
When have you ever said that, Tom? I just want to admit
it's quite amazing. Yeah, it's a fourth and goal for Lake Weir at the 2-yard line. As the officials step in to set the football with 3:56 left to play in the half.
They haven't got the signal from the TV referee yet to tell them they're back for the TV timeout.
Right. 14-0 Forest. Lake Weir trying to get on the board here.
And now we got a penalty flag. Coming out of a timeout, we got a penalty flag. Let's see what it is.
Might be lined up in the neutral zone.
They're going to say he was lined up in the neutral zone.
So it'll be against Forest, and it'll move it half the distance to the goal line.
And here comes the big man.
And he scored last week, number 63.
So number 63.
61, but they did it last week.
Chris Hagens coming into the game. And Hagens is a load.
260.
6'2", 260, and he is in there for the touchdown. There was no mystery on that play.
And here's the thing, there was no mystery, and he went into the end zone untouched.
I don't think anybody wanted to tackle him.
Hagens.
You got to stick your head in there and hit the big man.
He is a lineman, plays offensive line and defensive line for the Hurricanes. He is a 6'2", 260 senior.
I'll tell you what I just saw funny. He's coming off the sideline. Two of his teammates, number 2 and number 3 cornerbacks, jumped up to give him the jump bump. He stayed still. They hit him. They went backwards.
Yeah. Yeah. So shades of the fridge for those of us old enough to remember. And the extra point is blocked.
By the way, that wasn't Chris Hagens. Chris Hagens has been dismissed from the team, so we're not real sure who 63 is. We'll try to find a name out.
It's always nice to see a big man score, though. That's always nice to see.
All right.
Thought a lot in college, pal. Thought a lot in college. Most Thursday nights. Oh!
So we got the Tice man up here. 3:52 left to play here in the half. It's 14-6 Forest. The extra point no good for Lake Weir. But the mystery man, number 63, the big guy.
By the way, for those
not Chris Hagens, we know that.
By the way, for those out there wondering, my fraternity house, we played a lot of John Madden on Thursday nights.
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all were thinking. I'm talking about scoring touchdowns on John Madden on Thursday night.
Thank you for clearing that up. We appreciate it.
Yeah, since we don't have a name for 63, we'll just call him the Freezer.
The Freezer. All right. We had the fridge already.
Yeah, so we got the freezer now.
Yeah. So we can imagine that the next time Lake Weir is knocking on the door, we may see mysterious number 63 once again. A kickoff taken at the 10-yard line, and here comes Harley Hudson near side. Chad Dukes, correction. It's Dukes.
There's a flag on the field.
Brought down. Shocker. Knocked out of bounds at about the 40.
Well, I thought I saw a flag.
You've been seeing them all night. No wonder you thought that.
I thought I saw a flag. My mistake.
So no flag, and it'll be Forest first down and 10 at their own 40. Great run back that time by Chad Dukes. We'll see if the Forest offense can respond and play a little cleaner game here without all the penalties.
And Chris back laying on the bench, getting some work done on him by the trainers.
Meanwhile, Connor Fiegel, hands off. It's Motley. Jonathan Williams. Jonathan Williams is off. Down inside the 30 and still going, breaking tackles. And finally brought down just inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Jonathan Williams is a load. And just like that, it's the Cats back in the red zone.
Wow, just that quick. They went from the 40 of their side of the field to in the red zone, one play.
It's tough to read that jersey number. Sometimes it's either 22 Motley or 28 Williams, and that time it was Williams. And Williams again getting no breather, but this time he is brought down in the backfield by number 41, Rockwell Farrell,
who not only plays linebacker, but is your punter as well.
Yes. So a loss of one. Got the old Wildcats.
Farrell got the old school horse collar up under his neck.
On second down and 11 for the Wildcats. We're inside of 3 minutes here in the second quarter. Cats on top of the Canes, 14-6. Eagle looking to throw over the middle, and it's nearly intercepted.
And late tag. I bet you're going to have a late hit. You're going to get Farrell, I bet, number 41, who we just talked about. You're going to get him on a late hit on Harley Hudson.
The ball was incomplete. Connor Fiegel lucky to have that one back, that is for sure. He threw that into traffic.
I think you're going to get a personal foul, late hit here.
As the officials continue to discuss.
I think with the ball being deflected, it shouldn't be a late hit, but
and it's against holding.
No, he called a personal foul. The ball had been already on the ground, and then he got 41 hit him long after the play was over.
Yeah, I got you, Tom.
It's going to be a half a distance to the goal.
So they'll spot it at the 10-yard line. Not quite a first down unless it's an automatic first down, Smitty. They're going to call it third down and about 2 for the Wildcats. Ball spotted at the Lake Weir 10-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the near side.
That was half the distance, so it didn't get the first down.
All right, 3rd and 2 then. They got to get to the 8 for the first down. It's Jonathan Williams in the backfield, and timeout called for by Forest High School.
HDG Hotels is your destination for an affordable, inviting night stay. Whether you choose the Holiday Inn Express in Silver Springs, the Howard Johnsonville Highway 27 at I-75, or the Sleep Inn and Suites on I-75 at the Bellevue exit, HDG Hotels is a good and restful night stay. Home insurance, car insurance, motorcycle insurance. Whatever your insurance needs, the McDonald Allstate Agency has you covered. Call the McDonald Allstate Agency for all your insurance needs at 352-622-2333. That's 352-622-2333. Are you in good hands? Now back to Tom James.
Thank you, Schmitty. Coming out of the timeout. Forrest has 3rd down and 2 at the Lake Weir 10-yard line. Leading this football game 14-6. 2.5 minutes left to play in the half. And a stacked backfield for the Cats. 3 running backs. It's Williams that gets the call, and he's right up the middle in for the touchdown.
I'm looking. I'm not seeing any yellow, Tom.
So it's on the count.
Forrest answers back right after Lake Weir scored.
Jonathan Williams has been the workhorse thus far in the first 2 quarters out of the backfield for the Wildcats. He takes the 10 yards that time. Nice blocking right in front of him. Straight up the middle. Easily in there for the touchdown. And in for the extra point.
Duarte.
Julius Duarte. It is up and good, and it's a 21-6 football game as the Wildcats answer right back. And Lake Weir finally getting on the board on their last possession. And Forrest immediately responds with a long 60-yard drive after the great kick return from Dukes, and finished off by the 10-yard run up the middle from Jonathan Williams.
Let me set this up for you, Tom. It's not as bad as it looks for Lake Weir. If Lake Weir can, in the last 2 minutes and 28 seconds, march down the field and score, they do get the ball back to begin the second half. So if they can go down and get a touchdown here, we still have a very close football.
Or at least some points on the board.
Anything
to go to the half feeling good about.
they do receive the ball with the second half kickoff.
That's right. So Duarte kicks it off this time. It's taken inside the 10. Break and tackle. It's Patterson. Nice return by Patterson. Up across the 25 to the 27. And that's where Lake Weir will start. First down and 10 with 2:20 left to play here in the first half.
Now, if you're Forest here, the goal is to stop Lake Weir and get the ball back and try to get some more points before the end of the half. Forest still has 2 timeouts, I believe.
We'll see here if Lake Weir goes back to the run some, which
they're going to empty backfield. It looks successful.
4 wide receivers near side. Crease looking near side. Going to keep it himself. Up the middle, breaking tackles across the 40 and out of bounds, and he is hit hard right up around midfield. No flag comes out, so
he was still hit. That's when he got hit.
O.J. Tucker delivering that shot to Crease. But a good scramble that time by Christian Crease. Spotted at the 49-yard line, and that is a first down.
That's the kind of thing the Hurricanes need to do. They need to get some points on the board here and get the ball back in the second half at the opening kickoff of the second half.
Clock ticking towards 2 minutes left to play. I got him out of the hole. A fine run there by Christian Crease. Gain of 22. Crease throws, quick throw, and it's complete to Duarte. Antoine Downs on the reception. Downs all the way to the 34-yard line of Forest High School. With under 2 minutes now left to play in the first half. Clock still running. That was a quick 2-step drop that time by Crease, and he delivered a bullet to Antoine Downs right over the middle. First down and 10 from the Falls 34. We've got the 3 wide receivers stacked to the near side. Throws. It's complete inside the 30. Jordan Riley.
And that's what you need to do if you're Lake Weir. Keep going, keep moving downfield. Number 7 is...
And the clock's going to stop as it's O.J. Tucker, the man who delivered that hit a moment ago. They
could have called a delay a game on Tucker if they wanted to.
Ball at the 28-yard line now. Second down and 5 for the Hurricanes as Crease comes off the sidelines after getting instructions on this play from his head coach, Tim Hicks, in his second season. Played football here for the Hurricanes. Minute 26 left in the half. Canes on the move. Crease takes the snap, looks left, and lobs it way down the sidelines and overthrows everybody. That'll bring up third down and 5 with 1:19 on the clock here in the second quarter.
Lake Weir has to be smart here and make sure they get some sort of points here. Even a field goal here is good because they get the ball back in the second half.
The ball on the 28-yard line. They need some more yards if they're going to realistically give themselves a shot at a field goal. And there's Downs with bubble screen to the far side. And Downs is going to be close to the first down, but
all depends on where they mark it. The clock is still running. Fourth down is where he spotted.
As we hit the 1 minute mark, and it's ticking. It's going to be a yard short.
They're letting that clock run. They got to get a playoff here.
And Crease back from the sideline, sprinting out there, but the clock continuing to tick under 45 seconds left now. And it's 4th and 1.
You got to get the first down here. You can't not get the first down.
Look for Crease, maybe on a keeper, on a quarterback draw, but a timeout is now called. Wow.
He went off 28 seconds before he called that.
Well, it was actually more like about 30 seconds, ran off the clock, and then Lake Weir decides to call timeout. My goodness.
Poor clock management right there. You got to get points here. You got to get this first. If you're going to go for it, you got to get this first down. If you don't get this first down, you're going to come away with no points here.
Inexplicable decision-making right there, as that play died with about a minute 3 left in the second quarter. And the clock just kept on ticking. Crease came to the sideline, talked to head coach Tim Hicks, went back out into the huddle, started towards the line, and then Lake Weir calls timeout 30 seconds after the previous play had ended.
And like Schmidt said, if they're going to try to score here, that would be huge for the Lake Weir team going into halftime.
Yeah. So 33.7 seconds left to play here in the half. It's 4th down and 1 for Lake Weir.
This play will determine whether they stay in this football game or not.
Ball on the Forest 25, and Kristen Crease, the quarterback, out of the shotgun, looking to throw. And is set.
Are you kidding me? Your one job there was to get the first down.
Sure had
a chance to get points on the board. Instead, now you turn the ball over to the Wildcats.
All you needed was 1 yard. You didn't really need to look downfield right there.
No, because the clock stops with a first down till the ball's set, the change is set. What you do there in that timeout, you call 2 plays. You call a play to get the first down. You line up quick as they're setting the change, and you run the second play to try to score. That is very, very strange.
Credit the sack to Jordan Lewis, the sophomore linebacker for the Forest Wildcats.
Forest now try to go up top and get something here.
And the Cats have it, first down and 10 at their own 32. Fiegel is looking deep downfield, and the ball right off the chest of Chad Dukes. Dukes hitting right in the middle of the numbers.
Is he injured or is he embarrassed?
Yes.
That's the question.
Well, Connor Fiegel looking for the home run ball right there, delivered a beautiful pass down the near sidelines. Chad Dukes had 2 steps on his defender, ball hit him right between the numbers, and he dropped it.
Hit him in a bad spot, right in the chest.
It was too perfect.
And that's what I thought they would do. I thought they'd go up top there because it's set up that way for him. He had 2 steps on the defender. He did everything right except catch the football.
And Dukes he's out off. It's under his own power, but the trainers came out to check on him. But you may be right there, Schmidt. It may be more of a little bit of embarrassment. Not to minimize any potential injury. And Dukes is slow to head to the far sidelines with 22.2 seconds left to play in the half.
If anything, he may have had the wind knocked out of him as he fell on top of the other player.
Second and 10 for the Cats at their own 32 with 22 seconds left in the half, and they lead it 21-6 over Lake Weir.
You got
5 win teams.
You got Varney on one side with Hudson.
Fiegel throws far side. It is caught up around the 45.
Are they going to stop it?
It is a first down. And it is a first down. Pass caught that time by the wide receiver, Harley Hudson. And it is a first down at the 43. Forest at its own 43-yard line with just 14.6 seconds left to play in the half.
And Forest isn't done. Forest just called timeout. Forest is still going to try to get something down the field.
Yeah, Forest is trying to get a big playoff right before half to demoralize.
Well, they've already seen here in the first half twice that their wide receivers have gotten at least 2 steps on the defenders. First, it was the J.J. Varney catch in the first quarter, was brought back by a penalty. This time it was Chad Dukes, easily would have had a touchdown, and the ball bounced right off his chest.
I still go back to 4th down and less than a yard. How do you not, out of the timeout, call 2 plays, one to get the first down? The clock stops as they mark the chains. You hustle up to the ball, and if you're Lake Weir, you try to figure out a way to get the ball in the end zone and score. Instead, it was a sack as they were looking down the field to get it all in one play, and it cost them the possession.
Tough missed opportunity that time by Lake Weir. So we come out of the timeout with 2 wide receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Connor Fiegel sends Williams in motion. Throws quickly, a bubble screen, and after a double pass downfield, it is caught by Dukes at about the 30. Did he catch it? They're going to say he trapped it. And Dukes, with 6.9 seconds left, says, wait a minute, I thought I had that. But the official, with no replay, has the final say. Well, so the ball is incomplete.
I thought his hands came to the side of it, not underneath it. I thought that was a good call. Did I just say good call by the officials?
That's more than once here. First half, and all kinds of crazy things are happening in this booth.
You know what? I think because Paul, the clock operator, said he's getting me cheeseburgers at halftime. I think it's probably
you have your price, huh?
Well, maybe Terry Bradshaw wasn't wrong with that.
Well, second down and 10 at the 43-yard line with just 6.9. That could be the last play of the half for the Cats. Fiegel takes a snap, looking near side, under pressure, can't find anybody. Uncorks it and is hit as he releases it, and that is the end of the first half. And the Forest Wildcats take a 14-0 lead early. Lake Weir responds with a touchdown, a missed PAT. Forrest comes right back down. Jonathan Williams takes it in from 10 yards out. And that's where we are after 2 quarters. It's 21-6, the Wildcats over the Hurricanes.
In a half, Tom, that was more penalties than it was positives on both sides of the football, on both sidelines.
Yeah, and both of these teams, of course, trying to stay in the district race. 1 game behind the Vanguard Knights.
Speaking of the Vanguard Knights, after the timeout, after the break, we'll have Edwin Farmer, the head coach of the Vanguard Knights. He'll be joining us in the press box here to talk high school football, Marion County high school football. Let's take that timeout. You're listening to the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week, brought to you by the McDonald Allstate Agency. You're listening to it on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're live and local
on The Source.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is the place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
There's a car accident in this country every 5 seconds. That's why Allstate thinks it's time for an entirely different kind of car insurance, with features like accident forgiveness and a safe driving bonus. It's called Your Choice Auto, and it's only from Allstate. Are you in good hands?
You deserve better. Sign up for Your Choice Auto from Allstate. Call the McDonald Agency today at 622-2333.
Features are optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Insurance, Northbrook, Illinois.
The next drink is on Dave Del Rio at Eaton's Beach Sand Barn Grill. Just ask him for it. But don't wait. Show up soon because this offer isn't going to last very long. Eaton's Beach Sand Barn Grill will be filling up fast because their friends from the north are headed back that way soon. The good news is that seating is now available and Dave's buying the first drink. If you've been hearing about the crowd at Eaton's Beach Sand Barn Grill and couldn't get in, now you can see firsthand what your friends have been talking about. Great food. Try Chef Dave's tantalizing Floresiana menu. Great location. Check out those gorgeous sunsets over Lake Weir. Great people. Starting with Chef Dave Del Rio, who began his career in 1978. This spicy guy has been instrumental in opening over 100 restaurants. And he's buying you a drink. Eaton's Beach Sand Barn Grill, where there's little or no waiting these days. Come see what started out as Jay Eaton's dream almost 90 years ago. It's more awesome than ever.
When you were a kid, you had all sorts of toys. Toy cars, boats, trucks, entire toy boxes full of fun. Of course, you never really outgrow your toys, do you? It's just that now, instead of a box full, you have a garage full. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, ATVs, and more. As you get older, your love of toys just gets stronger. So protect those toys the best way possible by switching to Allstate. An Allstate agent can help do the switching, paperwork, bundle all your policies together, and even find you a bunch of discounts. So if you love your toys, make sure you protect your toys by making one call to an Allstate agent.
Protect all your toys with Allstate and the McDonald Agency. Established in 1985, we have offices in Ocala and the Villages to better serve you. Give us a call at 622-2333. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
Are you in good hands?
All right, welcome back to Lake Weir High School. It's the McDonald Allstate Agency Marion County Friday Night High School Football Game of the Week. I'm Tom James. Quickly catching you up on the scores around Marion County. Dunellen and Umatilla, no report from that game as yet. Trinity Catholic leading Father Lopez 35-6, looking for their second win of the season. Legacy Charter 21, St. John nothing. Eastside leading Bellevue 7-3. That's a second quarter score. Both of those teams looking for their first win of the season. And the game right here is at the half as Forest coming into this game 5-2 leads Lake Weir 21-6. The Hurricanes are 5-1 coming into this game. Both of these teams with one district loss, one game behind the Vanguard Knights, who were winners last night over Gainesville High School 43-17, and the Knights improved to 5-2 on the season. More importantly, 2-0 in Class 6A District 5, and I'm joined right now by Vanguard head coach Edwin Farmer. Coach, let's have a Friday night off for once.
Lovely night to be off and watch a little football here in the stands.
Well, I know you've got both of these teams coming up on your schedule in the next few weeks. You've got Lake Weir next week, and of course the traditional battle against Forest in a couple of weeks. What have you seen that sticks out to you from both of these teams so far tonight?
Well, man, a lot of passing going on tonight. It's we're going to be a long night tonight, but a lot of good things, by both teams. It's going to be interesting final football game here tonight.
Well, a great performance, of course, by your guys last night. More than anybody else, Nicosi Perry, your incredible quarterback, a dual threat guy, can do just about. Does he drive the bus to the stadium for you too? He 4 touchdown passes last night. He also ran for one. Just incredible performer you have under center, Nicosi Perry.
Oh yeah, Nicosi Perry makes he makes big plays for us. Definitely a dual threat. He changes things. He twists and turns. I seen him last night, twist and turn, and his option, all of a sudden he's in the end zone. So a lot of good things he do, to make our team successful and get, we do well in offense. Without him, it's a different game.
It's interesting to watch both Nicosi Perry and Connor Fiegel, the quarterback here for the Forest Wildcats. And similarly, we've watched them both mature over the last few seasons, go from being young guys, unsure of themselves a little bit, always had the talent, but now they're both upperclassmen and leaders. Talk about how you've seen your guy Perry grow over the last couple of years.
Oh yeah, I mean, Perry. I remember Perry coming up. We had Adam Robles. Robles got injured against Forest High School and came in and threw a couple touchdowns and all. Actually won that night.
That's right.
And from there, Nicosi Perry just been taking off. He taking the small steps to improve. Every day he's working hard. In the weight room, training out there, working on split work. Coach Babbitt was saying they're doing an outstanding job coaching them up. Coach Jeff Hawkins, quarterback and coach, offensive coordinator, really doing an outstanding job calling the offense and getting things moving for us on the offensive side of football.
Well, a lot of weapons beyond Nicosi Perry on your offense, but we always talk about that part of it. But your defense, probably because of that, it doesn't get enough credit. Talk about your defense and how stout they are.
Great group, young group. We got force stoppers when that defense is going there. I don't talk about that much. I know those kids can play well. They're a great group. They don't look at it that way. They just want to go out and play good football. Get a big stop. We give up big passes sometimes, but I know we got a young group, and I know when we put it together, they're going to be pretty good. You'll know. You can tell. They're going to make some big plays and get some big stops when needed.
Well, you're 5-2 overall, and of course, we're 2-0 so far in district play. You've got Lake Weir next week, Forest after that, of course, and you have the inside track to the district title and the chance to go back to the playoffs once again. Where are you guys as far as reaching your potential? Are you close, or are there still some things, ways you need to go to get where you really want to be?
Right. Right now we're looking at ways to improve every week. Every week we're looking at ways to get better. We're looking to get our Tariq Gillespie back, Paco back. We got a couple of guys that's out. We actually sit out last night. Tyler Files, the running back and linebacker. Those guys sit out last night. Looking to get them back involved in offense and defensively. Right. So we got some guys that can really play well for us and going to help us on both sides of the football.
You've beaten Forest several years in a row now. Obviously, that's in this area for many, many, many years. That's the rivalry that everybody kind of circles and looks forward to in Marion County. Forest is better this year. It's more of a challenge, it seems like, maybe for you guys.
Oh, yeah. When that time comes, we want to be ready to play. Good night. See what they're doing, offensively. But we're going to stay focused on, Lake Weir this week. That's what we're going to focus on.
All right. Edwin Farmer, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for having me. You got your game out of the way on the Thursday night. You're enjoying a Friday night off and out now for you got the next 2 weeks. Lake Weir and Forest.
Oh, yeah. All right. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. On top in Class 6A District 5, Edwin Farmer, head coach of the Vanguard Knights, watching Forest and Lake Weir tonight here in Candler with the Wildcats leading the Hurricanes 21-6. We will take a quick break, come back with your first half stats on the McDonald Allstate Agency, Marion County, Friday night high school football game of the week, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
All right. Next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
Back live, Tom James alongside Richard Hildebrand as the Forest Wildcats leading Lake Weir 21-6 on McDonald Allstate Agency, Marion County Friday night high school football game of the week. As the Forest band is on the field, we turn to Richard and kind of go over that crazy first half we had, Richard. There's some offense and some points, 21 points for the Forest Wildcats, and of course the Hurricanes finally got on the board in the second quarter, but lots of flags out there. What do the overall stats look like out of the first half?
Well, to give you some of the stats, Tom, you got 16 penalties combined with both teams. That is a lot of penalties. But the first half was the ugliest with 13 penalties. So it got a little better in the second half. Forced a total 6 sacks on defense, but no turnovers. There's been no turnovers the whole game. So it's been clean, except the penalties. Just to give you a couple of stats, we said Christian Crease could not do it all by himself. He has 156 all-purpose yards at 183. So he has 90% of their offense. Yeah. They have to find more ways to get their other players involved. Forrest is doing a very good job. It's been, honestly, the Fiegel, Williams, Varney show. Sounds like a law firm, kind of. But they have done it all night. Varney has a touchdown with 43 yards catching. Williams has 86 yards on the ground with 1 TD. And, Connor Fiegel has a rushing touchdown and 2 passing touchdowns. So right now it's kind of what we said it was going to be. Crease on Lake Weir and spreading the ball a little bit around on Forest's side.
Yeah, we talked about, at the top of the broadcast with Forest. They have a lot of talent. They've got size. They have lots of experience, both offense and defense, and, you know, a lot of different guys that can do damage.
And without Devontae Jess on Force's sideline, they are still getting to the quarterback almost every play, and if not sacking him, hitting him.
6 sacks in the first half without their big guy, without Devontae Jess.
Without arguably their best player on defense.
And I believe that Matt Sweats had 3 of those 6 sacks.
Yeah, 3 of those 6 sacks.
Matt Sweats, too, is junior defensive lineman, 6'3", 200 pounds, so he certainly got a lot of work in on the Lake Weir offense with the 3 sacks.
And if you're
first half.
And if you're Lake Weir, you're encouraged because a 75-yard touchdown to Varney was negated by a holding call. So, you know, if you're Lake Weir, you come out, you try to establish the run a lot better than you did the first half.
Well, if you want the silver lining for Lake Weir, and look at the positives, 2 touchdowns that were really there. Excuse me, I didn't expect the boys next to us here in the booth.
He's excited.
He's excited. He's excited. But 2 touchdowns that one was in the end zone and another one was dropped. Could have easily been 35-6 Forest at that.
Yeah, easily.
This game could have been well out of control if Forest doesn't get the costly, but the tripping penalty was the most costly, brought back the 75-yard touchdown. And I'm telling you, as a defensive player, that's the penalty in the locker room that's still eating at me if I'm part of the Lake Weir defense.
Yeah, they let those pass plays happen and got lucky twice.
Yeah, Forest has had a lot of open receivers in the game. It's just they haven't been able to capitalize it 1 or 2 times. So if you're Lake Weir, be encouraged, but definitely come out with a little more fight.
And as I'm sure both of you have already said, the best drive Lake Weir put together all night, they ran the football effectively, but they only did it 1 time all evening.
Yeah, they've only ran the ball, I think, 4 times, and we were talking about it. Crease has got all the offense, so you have to find other options on the Lake Weir offense.
Well, let's take a timeout as the Lake Weir band is on the field. Let's take a timeout. When we come back from the break, we'll get you set up for the second half of the Marion County Friday night high school game of the week. Reach, that's good. High school game of the week. It looked like it was going to reach in the first half. We're going to take a break now with the McDonald Allstate Agency Friday night high school game of the week. Remember, at the end of the game, we will be awarding the HDG Hotels Player of the Game. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're live and local on The Source.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is the place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
There's a car accident in this country every 5 seconds. That's why Allstate thinks it's time for an entirely different kind of car insurance, with features like accident forgiveness and a safe driving bonus. It's called Your Choice Auto, and it's only from Allstate. Are you in good hands?
You deserve better. Sign up for Your Choice Auto from Allstate. Call the McDonald Agency today at 622-2333.
Features are optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Insurance, Northbrook, Illinois.
You're listening to WOCA, Ocala.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
There's a car accident in this country every 5 seconds. That's why Allstate thinks it's time for an entirely different kind of car insurance, with features like accident forgiveness and a safe driving bonus. It's called Your Choice Auto, and it's only from Allstate. Are you in good hands?
You deserve better. Sign up for Your Choice Auto from Allstate. Call the McDonald Agency today at 622-2333.
Features are optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Insurance, Northbrook, Illinois.
The next drink is on Dave Del Rio at Eaton's Beach Sand Barn Grill. Just ask him for it. But don't wait. Show up soon because this offer isn't going to last very long. Eaton Speed Sandbar and Grill will be filling up fast because their friends from the north are headed back that way soon. The good news is that seating is now available and Dave's buying the first drink. If you've been hearing about the crowd at Eaton Speed Sandbar and Grill and couldn't get in, now you can see firsthand what your friends have been talking about. Great food. Try Chef Dave's tantalizing Floresiana menu. Great location. Check out those gorgeous sunsets over Lake Weir. Great people. Starting with Chef Dave Del Rio, who began his career in 1978. This spicy guy has been instrumental in opening over 100 restaurants. And he's buying you a drink. Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill, where there's little or no waiting these days. Come see what started out as Jay Eaton's dream almost 90 years ago. It's more awesome than ever.
When you were a kid, you had all sorts of toys. Toy cars, boats, trucks, entire toy boxes full of fun. Of course, you never really outgrow your toys, do you? It's just that now, instead of a box full, you have a garage full. Cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, ATVs, and more. As you get older, your love of toys just gets stronger. So protect those toys the best way possible by switching to Allstate. An Allstate agent can help do the switching, paperwork, bundle all your policies together, and even find you a bunch of discounts. So if you love your toys, make sure you protect your toys by making one call to an Allstate agent.
Protect all your toys with Allstate and the McDonald Agency. Established in 1985, we have offices in Ocala and the Villages to better serve you. Give us a call at 622-2333. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
Are you in good hands?
Stay with us and sleep better at the Sleep Inn and Suites of Ocala Bellevue, located next door to Don Garlett's Museum and a few minutes from Florida Horse Park. Our award-winning, newly refreshed Sleep Inn and Suites offers comfy, clean rooms, free fast Wi-Fi, and service with a smile. Start your day with a deluxe hot breakfast and unwind in our heated outdoor pool. Our convenient 24-hour fitness and business centers allow you to stay on track whether you're here to play or to work. That's Sleep Inn and Suites Ocala Bellevue, proud sponsor of Marion County High School football.
Welcome back to the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week. We're wrapping up the halftime festivities. Lake Weir band coming to an end of their season competition drill. They'll be attending a competition at Westport tomorrow, along with Forest High School. There's a band competition tomorrow at Westport. Hey, you're out and about tomorrow and you want to see some good music, some good high school bands, check out Westport tomorrow. It is a regional competition for the Florida State Marching Band Championships. And yes, I did put a plug in for the Florida Marching Band Championships, which are, as you all know, are run by my girlfriend Jennifer Kirsten's family. So I had to get that in there. Both of these bands will be there tomorrow at Westport in a regional for the Florida Marching Band Championships. The football teams are back out, finishing warming up. The Hurricanes are coming to their sideline. Forest is already ready. Tom Weir just moments away from getting the second half of the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week underway.
Well, as far as you're concerned, Smitty, it is all about who you know, and certainly not about what you know.
Yeah, because I don't know a thing about marching bands. I just know that my significant other's family knows more about it than anybody else.
So it's 21-6, the Forest Wildcats leading the Lake Weir Hurricanes. We're about set for kickoff here in the third quarter, and it will be the Canes fielding the opening kickoff and getting the football here to start the third quarter. Duarte will be the kicker for the Cats. Forest, just to recap, in their road uniforms with the white tops, gray bottoms, and the green and gold trim. Ball is in the air. Purple tops for Lake Weir, the white bottoms with the gold trim. Taken at the goal line. Good return up across the 30-yard line by Antoine Downs.
And it looked like he fumbled the football there, but the Lake Weir got it back. That could have been huge for Lake Weir if they fumbled that football.
They need confidence. They need positive things to happen. And so as we embark on the third quarter in the second half here, you know, we've all agreed what we need to see from Lake Weir for their best interest is more than just Christian Crease doing everything for them offensively.
Yeah, they got to mix it up.
But the question is, gentlemen, is there more than Christian Crease?
Well, we shall see. 4 wide receivers, 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side, and movement, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Hurricanes. We talked about all the penalties in the first half. 13 penalties combined, both teams in the first quarter, 3 in the second quarter, so things got a little settled down and a little better. And we start off the third quarter with a penalty on the first play from scrimmage. And that'll make it first down and 15 for the Hurricanes.
The second half just gets underway as we're approaching midnight on the East Coast.
Penalties tend to slow things down just a little bit. Ball on their own 24-yard line, and it is Crease looking to throw. Down the far sideline. Incomplete, and a flag.
You're going to have interference here.
It is O.J. Tucker, the man on the coverage that time, as the pass was intended for Antoine Downs of Lake Weir.
They're going to call interference here. I thought he tipped the ball, so how could he have interference if the ball got tipped?
That's a good point, Schmitty. That ball was tipped, but it's pass interference against the Wildcats. So the Hurricanes catch a break here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
So the third quarter started off like the first quarter, 2 plays, 2 penalties.
So it's first down at 10 for Lake Weir at their own 39-yard line. Crease under pressure, gets it away, and it's picked off. Intercepted that time by Tucker,
the man who just got called for the interference call.
Crease finally getting up off the turf. He was stuffed over there. Malik Jackson was chasing him down, and just as he was about to go down, he got rid of the football, and it was intercepted by O.J. Tucker. And Forrest will start first down at 10 from the Lake Weir 36. The first turnover of the game.
Yeah, we said no turnovers in the first half, and not even 3 minutes in.
And the flag's coming out right away. And that's going to be a warning against the Lake Weir sideline.
That's one apiece now. Forrest got one less than a minute and a half into the first quarter.
You know, such irony. We talked about how, in one way, it was a clean game in the first half because there were no penalties, but there were no turnovers, but there were 16 penalties. Now we've had penalties and a turnover here in the start of the third quarter. And a pass from Fiegel. Delivered across the way. Caught that time by Chad Dukes.
Looks like you got an 8-yard gain.
It'll be second down and 2 at the 28-yard line. Quick throw that time, Fiegel to Dukes.
You know, our halftime guest, Edwin Farmer, had some very good observations at halftime.
Here's the handoff. It is Dukes right up the middle, and he's gone. Chad Dukes, 28 yards for the touchdown.
Flag free.
And Dukes.
And the Lake Weir faithful are filing out. Or is that, there's the band, but other people from Lake Weir filing out as well.
Yeah, this is where, if you're Lake Weir, you do not want to hang your heads. There's a lot of game left. You just got to come out and put some positive plays together.
A lot of football left.
Yeah. Chad Dukes, listed as a wide receiver, has had carries out of the backfield tonight. And that's the biggest one, 28 yards right up the middle.
Okay, so they're making somebody leave the field.
Well, it's number 2, Jalen Gadsden of...
He's the long snapper.
Well, coming onto the field.
Barney goes to the long snapper. Now, for some reason, they made the long snapper leave the game.
Harley Hudson has come on to be the holder. And Duarte is able to boot it through.
There's a flag on the field. Umpire throws a flag.
A lot has happened here, Schmitty. in the opening minute of the third quarter. We've only played on the clock 39 seconds. We've had 2 possessions and a touchdown.
And we're still waiting for this conference to take place at the 5-yard line.
And after all that, the extra point is good.
And then it was a personal foul on Lake Weir, which will be assessed on the kickoff. So they'll be kicking from, I believe, the 45-yard line. Or are they going to put it at the 40?
28-6.
They're going to actually mark it off 15 yards. They're going to kick from the 45 of Lake Weir.
Yes. Safe to say it'll be a touchback.
And they said that the call was that one of the players for Lake Weir used the back of another player to jump up on to get the assist to try to block the extra point. They called a personal foul for getting teammate assistance on the extra point.
So Forrest is going to kick off from Lake Weir's 45-yard line. So needless to say, this is likely be just a pooch kick as Duarte lines up. And it's an onside kick.
Nobody's on the ball yet. Let's see it. Who got it? Big pile. Let's see how it comes out.
Forrest with a little trickery.
Lake Weir, they already said Lake Weir has the football.
So the Hurricanes lucky to come up with that one.
Well, nobody from Forest. They just ran beside the football. They didn't reach out and try to pick it up.
I mean, you talk about a nail in the coffin call by Skip Austin going for the onside kick just to get the ball back and try to score again.
Wow, they called illegal touching. Actually, they said Forest touched it before it went 10 yards. They called illegal touching.
So 11:18 left to play here. Opening minute of the third quarter, and Lake Weir will start first down at 10 from its own 36-yard line. Trailing 28-6 to the Wildcats.
Illegal or first?
Crease back to throw, brought down and sacked in the backfield that time.
Let me clear that up.
Randy LaFleur.
It wasn't illegal touching, it was first touching is why they lost the ball there.
Randy LaFleur, who is a senior defensive lineman.
This is not what Lake Weir wants to see. That's number 10 down.
And imagine Lake Weir without Christian Crease.
And he is not getting up good.
And that's 90% of your offense out of the game, if he's out of the game.
He's going to be held off.
Oh, yeah, he is. He can't put any pressure on his leg. Now he's putting a little bit on there. He's been hampered all night. They've been working on him on the sideline all night.
For Randy LaFleur, the latest sack, that's 7 sacks by the Wildcat defense. And that time, Christian Crease, the quarterback, slow to get up and helped off the field. So the man in his place,
Keenan Harris,
is Keenan Harris, a senior, 6'5", big guy. Hands off to Bonner, Deshaun Bonner, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He did get back to the line of scrimmage, actually gained a yard. 3rd and 14, Tom. 3rd and 15.
Ball at the 31-yard line, so it is 3rd and 14. So Keenan Harris, who is splits time at wide receiver and a cornerback, playing both sides for Lake Weir, 6'5", 176. He'll have no trouble seeing across the line of scrimmage. He takes the snap out of the shotgun under all kinds of pressure. Ball tipped, and the pass falls incomplete, intended that time for Bonner. 10:21 remaining here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and for Lake Weir, that's not what you want to see. You don't want to see your 90% of your offense go off the field and then you go 3 and out.
Well, you saw what Skip Hodges, head coach of the Forest Wildcats, wanted to do right there. That was come after, Skip Austin, excuse me. Was come after Harris right away. Try to rattle him. Here's the punt. And it's taken right at midfield by Harley Hudson. Inside the 45.
We're getting real close. If Forrest goes and punches this in, we're getting real close to this game being out of reach. Still a lot of time to go. 22 minutes left in this football game. But with your starting quarterback on the sideline, I just don't know how much fight Lake Weir can put up against this Forrest Wildcat team.
Well, exactly 10 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. It's 28-6, Forrest. And they have the ball. First down at 10 at the Lake Weir 43. And there's Williams. Jonathan Williams approaching 100 yards on the ground in this game. Gets it down to the 35, a pickup of about 8.
Jonathan Williams picking up by number 24.
Williams had a touchdown run in the first half from 10 yards out. That was the score that made it 21-6.
The clock's not running good.
Second down and 2.
The clock is going crazy on us. Clock's got 80 yards to go. BU ball on. Now Z 90 yards to go. 10 minutes and 6. 80-0. The clock has had enough.
The clock has had enough for tonight.
So malfunctioning scoreboard.
The scoreboard has had enough. Let's take a timeout. You're listening to the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
There's a car accident in this country every 5 seconds. That's why Allstate thinks it's time for an entirely different kind of car insurance, with features like accident forgiveness and a safe driving bonus. It's called Your Choice Auto, and it's only from Allstate. Are you in good hands?
You deserve better. Sign up for Your Choice Auto from Allstate. Call the McDonald Agency today at 622-2333.
Features are optional and subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Insurance, Northbrook, Illinois.
Welcome back to the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week. We had a scoreboard issue. It looks like the official who was running the scoreboard pulled it too far and unplugged it.
All right, 9:33 is on the clock. But the scoreboard is operating, it appears. The official's still talking things over. Forrest Wildcats leading the Lake Weir Hurricanes here. Early third quarter, 28-6.
I wonder if the PA announcer's going to let them know that it was just unplugged.
And the official's trying to get it worked out exactly how much time should be on the clock.
I don't know really what's going on here. It's difficult to know what's going on. It just looks like the clock operator may have pulled the box a little too far, and he unplugged it. It was plugged back in up here, and it looks like everything's fine.
Yeah, we haven't had that all season. We haven't encountered that yet, so something new for us tonight.
So meanwhile, after the Jonathan Williams 8-yard run, it's second down and 2 whenever we get started again for Forrest.
Well, now it looks like the athletic director is walking. I believe that's the athletic director walking out of the field. I think they've alerted him from up here that it was just unplugged.
And the Wildcats have the football on Lake Weir's 35-yard line. Already with a 3-touchdown lead. And the bad news right now, aside from the deficit for Lake Weir, is they have lost starting quarterback Christian Kreese. He was helped off the field. And on the sideline right now, his backup, Keenan Harris, is going to help still.
He's talking to y'all. He's talking to y'all. He's trying to get you on the microphone on the box.
And here we go. And the pitch is to Motley. C.J. Motley down towards the 30, and that's going to be a first down.
But there is a hanky on the field.
And that's holding against the Wildcats, so that one's coming back. Motley picked up 5, but the holding penalty is going to bring it all back. (28-6), the Wildcats on top. And that'll move the football back to the Lake Weir 44-yard line. Just an update on the scoreboard. For those of you at home, the power is on the scoreboard. The score is listed correctly as 28-6 Forest, but the time itself is stuck.
It's being kept on going right.
9:33, so we don't know exactly how much time is left. Fiegel back to throw. Over the middle, it's incomplete. Intended that time for Alan Miller. And that'll bring up 3rd down for the Wildcats. They've got to get it down to the 33 for a 1st down.
The clock is being kept on the sideline now. The clock official has left the booth and is down on the sideline. It looks like the clock official up here just unplugged the box accidentally and then just left.
So 3rd and 11. Wildcats.
There is a mosquito problem in the booth, though. He may have wanted to just vacate.
Fiegel swarmed. Let's go to the football, and it's going to be ruled incomplete.
That was really close to a fumble.
The pressure that time brought by Herbert Austin.
That was really, really close to a fumble there, Tom.
It did appear just barely that Fiegel's arm was going forward, and it is ruled an incomplete pass. But how about Mr. Austin coming out of nowhere and bursting right through that line and getting to Fiegel before Fiegel could even blink?
Yeah, it's about time Lake Weir got some pressure on Forest's quarterback Fiegel. That was a great stop. Let's see if their offense can do something with it.
So the Cats have got to punt it away. It's Downs back at his own 5-yard line to receive, but this punt goes off the side of his foot and out of bounds. Let's see where the official spots it. That's about the 22-yard line is where they say it went out of bounds. So we don't know exactly how much time is left here in the 3rd quarter. We do know that the Wildcats lead the Hurricanes 28-6, and Lake Weir will have the football 1st down and 10 at its own 22-yard line.
We'll call it 6 minutes. That's what we'll do.
Probably north of 6 minutes.
Well, 6:30.
Yeah.
As long as we're close.
And so for a second consecutive possession, the backup quarterback, Keenan Harris, stands 6'5" is in there. And he's rolling to his right, now back to his left, going to keep it himself and go out of bounds up around the 25-yard line.
Somebody needs to tell that backup quarterback carrying the ball in the crook of his hand and arm about a foot away from his body is going to turn the football over.
Yeah. Picked up about 3 that time.
And you wonder, being a wide receiver, you know, he would know high and tight and get rid of the ball.
Still working on the clock up here in the booth.
Meanwhile, a gain of 3. That time for Harris. And he's back to throw again. And uncorks one down the sideline into traffic, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
Traffic is a understatement. He was one Lake Weir player, 3 Forest players.
Yeah. Brandon Randall, the intended wide receiver, triple covered that time. And Keenan Harris is lucky to have that one back. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Hurricanes.
$8:25 is what the clock we just heard here at the booth.
So 8 minutes, 25 seconds. 3rd and 7 for Lake Weir. And the throw well short of the intended receiver.
This young man has no desire to be back there quarterback.
None at all.
On the side, that'll bring up 4th down and 7. And Christian Kreese, the starting quarterback, is on his feet over here on the sideline.
Now he's coming over to the fence area.
I'm not sure if he's been ruled out of the game yet or not. We'll see. But meanwhile, Lake Weir has got to put this thing away.
Farrell punting. Looks like the clock operator is coming back to the booth now.
(28-6) Wildcats. And luckily for Lake Weir, that was not blocked. And it's a good punt. Down across the 40, down near the 35 is where that'll finally be blown dead. But how did I don't know. How did that not get blocked? I don't know how they got it off, Bob. Almost dead to rights as soon as he caught the ball, and luckily got the punt off.
It looked like Colton Cameron, who was bringing the pressure, almost overran the block.
That's exactly what it looked like. He overran the block of that punt.
8:03 left to play here in the third quarter.
Well, that's unofficial till we get back up here. We think that's right.
And the Wildcats take over first down at 10 with a 3-touchdown lead. There's Dukes in motion. It's a handoff, however, to Motley, and he's got a first down. Gain of 13. Up.
Clock's set to change.
Up towards the 48-yard line. C.J. Motley with a gain of 13.
Number 22, C.J. Motley. With the right over the left-hand side, taken out by number 7.
Clock winds.
Alston with the tackle that time.
Alston spotted at the 48.5-yard line, which will be first and 10 for the Wildcats.
There's no flow to this game, guys. It's been an ugly, ugly football game.
So we've had a lot of penalties, obviously. We've had a couple of injuries in the issue with the scoreboard, and it's, at least here in the second half, that has been the case. Spiegel going to keep it himself. Up the middle and across midfield down to about the 49 of Lake Weir.
Now, I've played football for the better part of 20 years of my lifetime, from Pop Warner all the way through high school through college. I've never in my life seen, in the middle of a football game, the head coach of a team warming up the quarterback. The head coach, not on the sideline paying attention to the game, he's back here by the bench warming up his starting quarterback.
Well, let's be honest. His starting quarterback is his team. So anything he can do to get him back on the field, I'm sure he'll be more than happy to do it.
Here comes the clock operator back. He's back now.
So the penalty is against Lake Weir, and they'll step off 5 yards, and it'll be second down and 3. It was a gain of 2 by Fiegel on the keeper.
We're about to get the official time here now. We're back under the official clock now, Tom. Under 7 minutes.
Fiegel hands to Motley. He's got the first down, and he has much more inside the 20 before he's brought down. C.J. Motley.
Who did he get transferred from? Bellevue.
Motley is a Bellevue transfer, and he and Williams really sharing the carries tonight. Motley a little smaller a guy than Williams, almost kind of a thunder and lightning. He's got the speed, but Jonathan Williams has more of the girth.
Home insurance, car insurance, motorcycle insurance, whatever your insurance needs, the McDonald Allstate Agency has you covered. Call the McDonald Allstate Agency for all your insurance needs at 352-622-2333. That's 352-622-2333. Are you in good hands? HDG Hotels is your destination for an affordable, inviting night stay. Whether you choose the Holiday Inn Express in Silver Springs, the Howard Johnson's on Highway 27 and I-75, or the Sleep Inn and Suites on I-75 at the Bellevue exit, HDG Hotels is a good and restful night stay. Now back on the call, Tom James.
28-6. Forrest on top of Lake Weir. And Christian Crease continuing to warm up on the sideline.
I still have never seen a head coach take his attention away from the field of play to warm a kid up.
Well,
it's just something I haven't seen.
Christian Kreese just threw an incomplete pass on the sidelines, and that's because Coach Hicks dropped it.
Coach Hicks, former quarterback here at Lake Weir.
That's right. First down and 10 for the Cats. Inside the 20, and there goes. It looks like Dukes. Dukes looking for the corner. He's knocked out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Chad Dukes.
He runs very straight up, but that wide receiver speed of his gets him a lot of yardage.
No question. So to throw him into that backfield is really tough for defenses to try to have to stop, because you've got the Thunder, much like USC did in the past decade with the Reggie Bush, Lendale White backfield. You had Thunder and Lightning. Bush was the Lightning. Lendale White was the Thunder. You've got Motley. He's more like the Lightning. And Williams the Thunder, but then you throw in the third guy.
And then you throw in Dukes, and now you got Thunder, Lightning, and Hale.
And now you have a horseman like on both sides of the team, on both sides of the ball.
Schmitty?
So you just couldn't pass up getting a 30 for 30 in there.
Yeah, I had to get that in there. I was able to work in the Trojans. So I appreciate you giving me that opportunity.
I watched that the other day. Pretty good job they did there. I wish they had explained. I wish that it took, they took an hour and 15 minutes to tell you about how they got through the Texas game, and then 15 minutes to tell you how Reggie Bush's parents cheating, getting a house that a booster that a agent paid for and everything brought down the mighty Trojans. I wish we'd had more on the cheating and less on Vince Young beating you.
And Motley up the middle. Gain of about 1. Can we kill his mic?
That's called poking the bear.
I think you poked the bear, and I think he's riled up now. I don't know what you're going to do about that, Tom. I'm going to stay out of it. I'll stay on this side.
There's no way the NCAA should have penalized the team for what took place 2 hours away from where the team played football.
Yeah,
why don't we turn his mic up?
Just saying. I was being very facetious when I was saying
now you're on the good side.
Cheating side.
2 hours. It is good.
Remember, you get suspended for an entire calendar year for PEDs. Heroin, you get rehab and maximum 4 games.
And it's Motley, left side of the line, and he's in there for the touchdown.
That's the NCAA rules there. Marijuana, cocaine, heroin, you get a maximum of 4 games in rehab. PEDs, you get a calendar year.
Yeah.
34-6, the Wildcats on the C.J. Motley 2-yard carry, pending the extra point. And Forrest has claimed full control over this football game with 2 touchdowns here in the third quarter. And the extra point, Barney's running by the corner. Snap. Barney looking for the corner, and he's in there for the 2-point conversion. Wow. So a bobbled snap, and Barney knew just what to do with it. He took off for the corner, the far corner pylon, and was able to keep the defender in there. Yep.
And that's why he is the holder, not the long snapper like he was on the last field goal attempt.
A successful 2-point conversion that was trying to be a 1-point conversion.
Well, the experience of Barney in various situations really allowed that to happen, and then now it's 36-6 Forrest. And again, the experience of this Wildcat team.
A team we saw grow up, because we saw him for the first time skip off his first year when it was sophomore laden. I don't want to...
Could lead to a very interesting game in 2 weeks right here on WOCA.
I don't want to jinx us, but we're 3 and out and a touchdown away from the clock operating nonstop.
Yeah, we had that last week, Tom, so we're very familiar with the running clock.
And Duarte boots this one through the end zone.
That's a weapon there. When you have a kicker that can put that much foot into a ball, that's a weapon in high school football.
Yeah. Forrest has not beaten Vanguard in a number of years. And we've been doing games together, Schmitty. This is our 4th season. And we have done 3 consecutive Vanguard victories over Forrest. We haven't seen
the difference is they've gotten closer every year. Remember, we opened up with a 55-3 debacle. Last game,
happen to remember,
with Dante Culpepper and the state championship team on the sideline that night for Vanguard. Skip Austin took over the next year, and they've gotten closer every time.
And Crease back in there at quarterback for Lake Weir, and his first play delivers a complete pass to Downs on the near sideline.
First down.
Number 44 is on the stop. Jack Wader.
And Downs is laying down on the sideline hurt.
And Downs is now.
Oh, that kid on the sideline and just got rolled. So maybe this is a player who didn't have his head turned the right way.
Even when you're on the sideline, you got to keep your head on a swivel.
So they're watching, keeping an eye on somebody on the sidelines, and I do believe, guys, that it is Antoine Downs, because he is not on the field, and I don't see him on the sideline.
It is Downs who got hit.
And he's finally getting up.
He
won't be in for this play. But first down yardage on the completion, Crease to Downs to the near side, and it's first down at 10 for Lake Weir at their own 31. Trying to mount some kind of offense here. Crease back in there, looking to throw deep down the near sideline, and threw it out of bounds, so it was uncatchable that time, intended for Brandon Randall. 5 minutes, 6 seconds to play here in the third quarter. It's all Wildcats. With 2 touchdowns since halftime, they pulled away for a 36-6 lead.
And both teams come into this game knowing this was a district elimination game. Forest at 1-1, Lake Weir at 0-1. The loser of this game, their district season chance for state playoffs are over, with Gainesville and Vanguard both with 1 loss apiece.
Yep. Movement on the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 5 yards against the offense. So second down at 15 for the Hurricanes.
And with Forest looking like they're going to take the upper hand here and, go in with a win, that Vanguard Forest game is going to be great for me and you, Tom, being, 2 alumni. It's a good thing Tom's in the middle. Yeah, all right.
No question about that. Back to throw. Scrambling, still looking, throws, had his man, and the pass was dropped by Tyler Reese. But a flag is down once again.
This may go against defensive holding. I thought it looked like defensive holding against Forest.
Flag against the Bobcats.
So that'll be against the Cats. And moving ahead to the 35-yard line. And second down and 6. The Lake Weir's got to get to their own 41 to pick up that first down. Exactly 5 minutes left on the clock, third quarter. 36-6. The Cats lead the Canes.
You can see, though, the improvement with the starter back in there. There's a definite difference between the starter and the backup at quarterback for Lake Weir.
Leadership, no question. Crease has got it. Back to throw, far side. Completes it. Space, room to run. That time for Jordan Riley. Across midfield, inside the 45, and tempers flare after the whistle. And flag, now we got a flag to the coach.
Now we got a flag on the sideline. There we go. We're going to have a flag on the coaching staff at the sideline of Lake Weir. This, with all that went on here, and the only flag going to be on the sideline.
Quarterback Crease delivered the pass to Jordan Riley, who took it down in the Forest territory for the first down to the 45.
So we have a dead ball, unsportsmanlike, on Lake Weir.
And this one is going to go against the Hurricane.
It went on the sideline. It was on the sideline. And the defensive coordinator, the coach is still giving him the business. He may get another flag. He may get another flag right here.
You get a great play by Lake Weir, and then it's negated by your head coach. It's been that all night, big plays and then penalties right after it.
It's still going to be first down for Lake Weir, but instead of having the football at the Forest 45, the 15-yard penalty moves it back, and they're on their own.
It's hard for me to believe out of all that shenanigans going on with the players in the middle of the field, the only penalty was on the Lake Weir sideline. That's hard for me to understand.
4 wide receivers for Crease. Seen a little of everything tonight. He dumps it off. And pick up about 2. That time it looks like Riley again, the receiver. Check that. Thompson. Kadene Thompson is your receiver. Picks up maybe 2.
Brought down by 44 for Forest.
They're just going to give him 1 and spot it at the 41. As we tick towards 4 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. And the handoff this time. And again, it's Thompson. And he is brought down by a whole host of Wildcat defenders led by Jalen Gadsden.
Here's Thompson.
What I don't understand by Lake Weir, now you're trying to run the ball when you're down 20 points. Where was that in the first half?
No, I'm sorry, Richard. That's 30 points.
Oh, yeah, that's 30 points.
Richard also with a South Georgia education, it looks like. Where'd you graduate from?
Vanguard.
I'm different.
Enough said. But Kadene Thompson did pick up a yard there.
Forest Vanguard's going to be great.
Yeah. Schmitty, you're right in the middle of a Vanguard guy to your right and a Forest guy to your left. We'll see you in 2 weeks, folks. Crease. Under pressure again. Brought down almost a football. Oh, that is terrible.
Wow.
A little too early.
Wow, that is that's a quick whistle. The umpire comes in and immediately says down, but he was not down when that ball came out. That should be a touchdown, Forest.
So now Forest has had 2 touchdowns negated by a bad whistle and a penalty.
Wow. So I guess the word of the night up here in the booth.
Wow.
There it is. All spotted at the 35-yard line. And boy, that is a huge break for Lake Weir because Crease was on his way down, but his game was not down, and that ball came out, and Forrest came up with it. Lake Weir's got a punt anyway, and get it away. A little wobbly punt. Gets a Lake Weir bounce, and it is picked up by Harley Hudson, who brings it back near midfield.
You're going to get a block in the back, though.
And some
another flag.
3 flags.
3 flags. 4 flags. That may be an ejection coming here.
And we have a hurt player on the field for Lake Weir as well. It looks like Ted Downs.
This game's getting chippy, folks.
And you don't want to see that, but that normally happens in a rivalry game like Lake Weir and Forest in a 30-point Forest lead.
I'm telling you, they got mosquitoes up here the size of Okeechobee.
It's the state bird. .252 on the clock. Let's play here in the third quarter. Forest 36, Lake Weir 6.
Good night. Just get in the fog. You just walk in the fog. Okay, there we go.
And the penalty gets stepped off in the favor of Lake Weir in a big way.
Let's think about this, though. That doesn't happen if the referee doesn't blow a whistle early and doesn't give up a touchdown.
So we've got unsportsmanlike conduct against the Wildcats
4 times. Did anybody get ejected? We got some sort of fog out going up here in the booth where people may or may not be able to breathe. But I'm not getting bit by mosquitoes.
Good with the bat.
Boy, you're smoking out your play-by-play man here.
But there's no mosquito. And now the coach is halfway out on the football field. No, he's not. He's a third of the way on the football field.
Well, the return right there by Harley Hudson was brought up close to the 50-yard line.
Now we're having some sort of team meeting between the two teams to get this back under control when, well, I'm just going to leave it alone. I'll let y'all call this.
Well, that wouldn't be you, but okay.
You know, they're talking about let's have a sportsmanlike game. We got 1 quarter and 3 minutes left. But in the heat of the battle, let's see if that stands up.
All these penalties after the kick return have brought the football all the way back down to the 14-yard line.
A kick return, by the way, that should never have happened because it should have been a fumble recovered for a touchdown. Let's not forget how well that play was called.
Yeah, you've been very nice to the rest tonight, Schmitty, and that call, I don't think you can be nice on that one.
Well, there's 2:52 on the clock here in the third quarter in a 30-point game, and both teams and coaches
Are you kidding me?
Huddling up around the 20-yard line. And now talking to the officials. There's a timeout called for by the Wildcats.
Are you kidding me? Let's take a timeout so I can collect myself so I don't say one of those 7 words you can't say on TV and radio. You're listening to the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
That's 8.
Welcome back to the McDonald Allstate Agency, Marion County Friday Night High School Football Game of the Week. We're on the campus of Lake Weir High School in Candler. The Hurricanes playing host to the Forest Wildcats, and with 2:52 left to play here in the third quarter, it has been pretty much all Forest.
And for a Lake Weir team that we said has gotten better, 5-1, doing very well this season, could this be the night they end the streak? And when you only have one thing on your offense, and that's your quarterback, and he's been dinged up all night, 7 sacks now, that's a lot.
Makes it tough.
Makes it very tough.
36-6 is your score. Forest with the lead. And they'll start first down and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Here's the handoff to big Jonathan Williams up the middle and across the 25, and he's got the first down. Gain of 11, up to the 26.
The only good thing to come out of that whole fiasco was the chains moved back and they had a first down. It wasn't first down at 60, it was first down at 10.
And remember, this is a football game, gentlemen, where we saw something I don't know that any of us have ever seen. 4 and 65 in the first half.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see that again.
Here's the handoff this time. It's
CJ Motley.
It's not. It's Michael Sancho.
Well, I thought that was 22 running the ball.
Number 12, and Sancho's first carry of the evening. And that moves the chains as he gets it up to the 44-yard line.
So far in the third quarter alone, we've seen Williams, Dukes, Motley, and now Sancho.
Michael Sancho.
And Fiegel's only thrown 4 passes. So it looks like Forrest has a game plan now. Run the ball and get out of here with the win.
That's right. And try to go injury-free the rest of the way. And here is that man, Sancho, once again across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. And again, a first down for the Wildcats.
Alex Heisey saved the touchdown there. If Heisey doesn't make that tackle, you do that little saying, what is it, see in the rear view, boys?
See in the rear view, boys. We had one of those tonight.
Yeah, we're just steps away from having another one.
First down at 10 from the Lake Weir 43. Fiegel wants to throw, under pressure. Swallowed up.
Flags everywhere.
And he got rid of the football, and it's ruled incomplete. And that's a hold against the Wildcats.
I'm going to play a hold against the Wildcats.
And for the Lake Weir faithful, you know it really hasn't gone your night tonight when you cheer for a penalty.
Minute and a half to play, third quarter. Nearly 10 o'clock Eastern time. Officials still talking this over, now stepping off the holding penalty against the Wildcats back into Forest territory at the 47-yard line.
If you're wondering, it is now noon Australian time. That's where we're at in this game.
So the taverns are now open.
Well, yeah, we might.
October 17th.
That's right.
We might be having breakfast tomorrow, boys.
Here's the handoff. This time it's C.J. Motley, and plenty of room. Turns it left, back to his right, inside the 15, down near the 10.
But there's 7 flags. -4 plus 6 with a cosine of 3. There's flags everywhere.
Yeah, you guys have heard of the myth where, you know,
there's a penalty on every play.
Law enforcement officers get paid by the ticket that they give out. We don't know if that's true or not. Maybe the officials are, you know,
If the flag. If the refs have a quota, is what you're saying, then they've met their quota.
That quota was met somewhere in the second quarter.
So they're on overtime. All right, so wipe out that run by C.J. Motley. We got exactly a minute to go here in the third quarter, and Forest still has it first down at their own 46-yard line, but they've got to get all the way to the Lake Weir 33 for a first down.
And Tom, I just added up the penalties. So far, we are at 25 penalties.
25 penalties.
The clock is freaking out again.
Yeah, the clock been out for a moment, and now it's been restored. So we're ticking towards a minute to play here in the third quarter.
Still first down. Still 20.
Fiegel hands off to Sancho. Nowhere to go. He is brought down in the backfield by number 52 of the Hurricane defense, Jacob Feltman.
Second down, about 22, 23, 24 yards, Tom.
Feltman is a 6'3 senior, 250, and it brought down Michael Sancho that time.
And Lake Weir's been able to get some pressure tonight, but not much.
Yeah.
Are they going to get this play off?
I'm going to guess and say yes.
Ticking 10 seconds in counting. One more play. Back to throw. Sancho is not the intended wide receiver. Check that. It is Sneed is the man who catches that football just across midfield to the 48. And that is the end of the third quarter.
It is now 2:30 a.m. East Coast time, and we're starting the fourth quarter after this timeout. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're live and local
on the Source.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is a place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs, proud sponsor of Friday night Marion County High School football on WOCA, The Source.
Welcome back to the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week. Brought to you by the McDonald Allstate Agency. We are in the fourth quarter, the start of the fourth quarter, Tom. And Tom James, we need to start really considering the HTG Hotels player of the game, which we will reward at the end of this football game.
I have my thoughts on that. But it's a close one.
It is close for me as well. And there's a third vote in the booth tonight.
I usually don't go for the big guys, but to be honest with you, that offensive line for Forest, if we could give it to all of them, I wish we could.
Mm-hmm.
They are an amazing job. They
don't have that much food.
Right? We don't.
No. There have been some holding penalties on those guys, though. So
that's true. So that kind of puts them out.
Okay, let's
take a timeout without the clock running here at the start of the fourth quarter.
Again?
Home insurance, car insurance, motorcycle insurance, whatever your insurance needs, the McDonald Allstate Agency has you covered. Call the McDonald Allstate Agency for all your insurance needs at 622-2333. That's 352-622-2333. Are you in good hands? HTG Hotels is your destination for an affordable, inviting night stay. Whether you choose the Holiday Inn Express in Silver Springs, the Howard Johnson on Highway 27 and I-75, or the Sleep Inn and Suites on I-75 at the Bellevue exit, HTG Hotels is a good and restful night stay. Now here, to try to get the fourth quarter started on Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week, Tom James.
Just updated on some scores, Schmitty, around Marion County. St. John.
All finals?
Well, most of them, yes. They better be. St. John defeated by Legacy Charter 47-0. Happens when your Twitter goes down. Pass down the field. Broke it up. Beagle was looking